Hello, world.
Hi, world. It's Iron Guy.
It is. But I 3D printed some supports to strengthen the knees. So we're gonna try those.
Oh, that's right. You said you were going to do that.
So I am taking the leg back apart.
Hopefully, it works.
Hopefully it works. We'll see. They are in the curing station right now.
Ah. Cool.
So yes, I am working on the Iron Man, and then I think I'm going to do some Enterprise even.
And I obviously am working on the T1 Samba.
And Ian was here, but StreamYards, I think, did an update, and it's freaking out people's audio, and they can't hear anything. So it's screwing things up. So I know, Buck, you had to restart StreamYards, a browser?
Yeah, I just restarted StreamYards and also had OBS shut down when I got back in. Oh yeah, StreamYards has done something really weird because when you go to audio, you got microphone, and you're supposed to have speaker, but there's no speaker available there.
Hang on. Firefox doesn't show that's normal. It's been doing that. Firefox doesn't show a speaker option. It just uses your computer audio. Whatever your computer audio is set to, it no longer lets you as long as I've used Firefox, it's never let you choose the output source.
Well, that's kind of weird because when it wasn't working, I had options.
Really?
Yep. Gordon, hi. How you doing?
Hi, Gordon. Let me widen back out here. This is what I was going to show people. So I don't know who's seeing this. Gordon. I'll show Gordon.
Gordon sees it.
Gordon sees it. So inside the Iron Man leg, this is the knee assembly right here. And there is this arm. Let me get something I can point at. This arm is metal. This is a metal tying tab that comes off at the top of the knee. And it goes onto a plastic post and then is keyed by this pin, which is also plastic. This entire upper leg is plastic. So you have a metal knee and a plastic leg. It's plastic. So if you built this, these knee joints are very stiff. They're spring-loaded cogs that are fitted into each other. And so if you try to bend this knee, all it does is it doesn't want to bend the knee. It doesn't try to bend the knee. I don't need that.
It tries to bend the plastic.
It tries to bend that tab. You can see how it's literally bending that tab, and it's going to snap that off. There's no doubt in my mind. You bend this enough to get the knee to actually bend, and it's just going to break that tab. And then this whole knee is just going to wobble around. So I found some people that ran into this before.
I don't know what's going on here.
You still have nothing?
I can't hear anything. I have no speakers.
I believe Ian has gone deaf.
Well, there's private chat. Let me see if he can see this. Type this in here. I'll put that in the private chat.
When you get into the private chat, oh, he's gone. I was going to say, when you get into the private chat, you can tell him that he doesn't have to sound so depressed. We're kind of happy we can't hear him.
There's you and I doing things at the same time again. Do you want to say what you did? Tell him what you did in Discord. Because I'm sure he has that open.
I shut down Discord. And then...
No, you shut down your browser, right? You restarted your browser?
Both. I shut down Discord first, then I shut down the browser, brought the browser back up, and then brought up Discord.
Yeah, that is something new. I think it's something that StreamYards has changed. Because now there's an echo cancellation or a remove background noise option under audio settings. That's new. I think they changed something and it's screwing things up for people. I haven't had that problem, but other people have. I don't know. But I reboot my computer for every stream. I turn it off after every stream, so that's all it's for. So yeah. Anyway,
Hey,
how's the curing?
reduce mic background noise.
Yeah.
Meaning I won't echo anymore? Lies! All lies!
So here, they're still, you know what? They're still a little tacky. I might cure these just a little bit more. This one's pretty good. This one's still a little tacky. So these I found on just a 3D printed site that somebody made. I had seen them before, and I'm like, I wonder if I'm going to need those. So I just threw these on my 3D printer and printed these blocks. And these blocks are designed to slide over these posts and hold that tab in place as a better reinforcement. So,
I can hear.
hey!
We can't hear you, Ian.
You got to be kidding me.
No, we can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you at all. Is he going to believe us? Is he going to believe us?
All right, Jack Wagons.
I can't believe you believe that.
Yeah, no, Ian, we can't hear you.
What
Not
is,
at all.
what is going on with StreamYard the last couple times?
We were just talking about it. We were, now they have a reduced background noise option in the mic. So obviously they've made an update and something's screwy. You know,
Something is very screwy.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
Buck's 73 years old and he still needs a chaperone on the hobbing channel here.
Yeah,
what are
but
you
my
showing us, Buck? This the label?
No.
The lights? What? I don't. Oh, the lights. Okay, hang on. Let's make Buck big. Let me get that.
Hey,
for you.
Buck. You remember? Oh,
We're seeing his lights. That looks good. Did you diffuse it with something inside?
I actually just I sanded down the plastic I put in the windows.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
use some of his
He
spare
was gonna show
parchment.
me the box.
His spare parchment from the Dead Sea Scrolls he used.
Gordon says hello, Ian. Say hi back.
Hi, Gordon. How are you? Hold on. Where's the chat? Why am I not seeing the whole chat here? Oh, there we are. There we are. Yay. Hey, Gordon.
Hey, that guy bite like Todd does.
I've unfortunately found out what Buck smells like.
What?
Yeah.
What are
Todd,
we talking? What are we talking about, Ian?
You know when you go over to somebody's house, everybody's home has a unique scent, and that's their smell. Well, if you open up this blue plastic box that some Enterprise parts came in. Oh yeah, I know what.
Are you saying you got a box of Buck Air?
I've got a box of Buck Air here from Illinois.
You should keep that closed and sell it someday. It's going to be worth money.
It came with a whole bunch of. What's this thing from?
That looks familiar.
Yeah.
That looks like I don't know. Is that bus parts?
It's, I've
Route Master paneling.
I've dubbed it the leftover prize. And from what I see so far, it looks like it'll be even more annoying to build than the Route Master.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So yeah.
Actually, the hardest part, if you're going to build a stock, the hardest part is just getting the wires in the best way, not necessarily following the instructions.
I do believe he's going to resin the windows.
Well, what's interesting is that I remember back now when you were doing it, Buck, and I'm like, how long are you leaving that tape on there, buddy? You're pulling the paint off. You're like, who cares? And now Ian has all your parts that have all the little chips and stuff missing.
And he yelled at me about it.
Did he yell at you?
I didn't yell at him. I
made me cry.
I advised him of the situation.
But that's okay, because now you have a fourth Enterprise coming.
No, now I have another Enterprise coming from Eric. So
what's Eric sending you?
A whole bunch of Enterprise D.
Oh,
up to issue 20.
Yeah, we all know that Eric, even with good intentions, I don't think Eric could have afforded to continue it.
Eric didn't. He wasn't going to finish it. he came to that assumption. Also, you know, Eric needed a computer, and I'm a fairly proud person, like Eric is, and I don't like accepting any charity. So I made a horse trade. He's sending me his enterprise bits, and I'm sending him a gently used computer.
So Eric's gonna have a horse.
He's gonna have a gently used horse with an Intel i5, 24 gigs of RAM, a solid state disk, a big storage drive, and I just ordered a PCIe Wi-Fi card for it because he doesn't have a wired connection downstairs where his workbench is. So then I'm gonna get that Wi-Fi card installed and tested in a couple days, and then find a box to put this thing in, and he'll have a new computer ish.
And if he needs it, I found it.
Oh, that's way bigger than the video card. You want to just send that to me, and I'll put it in there and make sure it works?
970 GTX. I mean, it's old, but it works.
You want to ship that over to me, and I'll throw it in this tower? Make sure it fits?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's not in a super rush, but
so I'll hang on to this. I probably have it in a static background here somewhere. I'll put it in. And...
yeah, you want to ship that over to me, and I'll throw it in the tower, and I'll make sure everything's humming along nicely.
Just Discord me your address, and I'll go up to the UPS store tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Because I'm heading out to Cali to see Francisco tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send you my address.
Very cool.
So anyway, I'm working on Iron Man. Buck's working on Chaperone. Ian, what are you going to do tonight?
I'm gonna let you teach me how to resin windows, so I don't do what Buck did.
What? I didn't do nothing. It was my day off. I wasn't there that day.
Oh my God, Buck! Seriously.
It was Buck's first day at school. Leave him alone.
Oh God, Buck! You destroyed this thing.
And it was way before we had StreamYards, and I was just watching Buck build it, and I was talking to him in chat. It's not like I could actually talk to him, and I'm like, I kept telling him the 2-2-2 rule, and he's just like, I'm having fun.
What is the 2-2-2 rule, Todd?
Tell him, Buck.
I don't remember. I think it was 2 seconds of light on, 2 seconds of light off.
Yep.
Oh, so you overheated the UV tape and.
No, it was
no. Yeah.
It was from the backside. No, I think what it was I taped them all on one stream and then did the resin later.
Oh. Okay, so you shouldn't leave this UV tape on for a very long time. Is that what he's trying to get at?
You put it on, you resin, you take it off.
Okay. So this is the stuff, right?
And leave it on there for 6 months.
Todd,
yeah.
The green stuff.
The green stuff, yes.
Okay, I've got the green stuff. I've got my tube of Mr. Resin. I've got my Solarez UV light. And Buck, by the way, some of your resin was still sticky.
Really?
After a year, it was very tacky. It was tackier than me dressing up like Dumb and Dumber for Halloween.
That's tacky.
Yeah, it was very tacky. Okay, so I'm gonna put on the tape on the outside, and then I'm gonna flow in some resin. I'm gonna cure it real quick with 2-second pulses of light, Todd.
2 on, 2 off.
And I'm gonna do that from the inside and the outside of the part.
Just in the beginning, just when you after you debubble it, you're gonna hit it for 2 seconds on the inside. Wait 2 seconds. 2 seconds on the outside. You just hold the light underneath it, leave the panel where it is, and then let it sit for like another, a few seconds, and then blast it for the inside for like 15 seconds to fully cure it. 2-2-2-15.
2 seconds
because
inside.
Outside. If you just blast it from the outside or from the inside, it heats up and it'll sink inside the windows. You don't want to do that. It has Solarez has very, very little shrinkage, but if you just blast it constantly, it's going to sink a little.
Okay, so I can leave this tape on for like 10 minutes at least, right? It's not gonna...
Oh, yeah. I would tape it and I'd leave it on for an hour, but Buck would leave it on for a month. So
that's a problem.
It wasn't a month. It was 6 months. It wasn't that long.
Yeah, that seems like a very bad idea.
Well, I think Buck, weren't you like you'd pre-tape all the panels you were gonna do, and then you resin some, and then you come back and resin some more, and you were doing like I'll do all the tape first, then I'll do all the resin, and so that some of them the panels had tape on them for a long time.
Well, and that's the thing. I think it was actually I was putting it on, and it was days.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't leave it on that long. Leave it on for long enough. You're gonna put it on, resin it, take it off.
Okay.
Well, I have learned, and now so has Ian.
When I finish this issue, because this is the last issue of this pack. When I finish this issue, I will switch over to the Enterprise because I'm pretty sure the first stage I'm gonna have to do is got resin anyway. We can do it together if you'd like.
I'm gonna try these windows right now. I'm putting the tape on.
Did you get some dental floss picks?
Dental floss picks.
I told you to get dental floss picks. Flexible
to pop
dental
the
floss.
bubble.
To pull the bubbles out. Mm-hmm.
Right.
It works great. Or a toothpick. Something with a very fine tip. That's not too sharp.
It takes about 45 minutes per window.
Oh, what about a hobby knife?
No, because you'll hit the tape invariably, and then it'll leak, and it'll be terrible.
Okay. What about
By the way, did anybody say hello to Eric?
Hey, Eric. Microscopic drill bit.
No, you can't do anything that's going to damage the tape.
Okay. Shish kebab skewer.
Plastic.
We help Eric out. He's our Ohana. Since Lahaina burned and my family, it's like sucks. Everybody's
plastic,
my Ohana.
Something like this.
Yeah, plastic tipped anything with a sharp plastic tip. Sharper. That's why I said get some flexible dental picks.
I've got some of these little guys.
What is that?
Yeah, perfect.
Micro brushes.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, just rip the foam off.
Rip the fuzzy bit. Okay, fuzzy bit.
Fuzzy bit.
Yeah, because it should have a little plastic point under there, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Rip the fuzzy bits up.
Okay.
You can eat them if you want. I don't suggest it, but you can. It got quiet, Todd. I think Ian's actually contemplating whether he's going to eat them.
I would continue, but I didn't. I think it's because these supports I made, these 3D printed supports, I printed them in solid.
By the way, Todd.
Yes, sir.
Did you notice anything different about my bench?
It's clean.
Well, other than that.
No.
Here, let me give you a hint.
Well, make yourself big. Give us all a clue here. We have 3 people watching. Let them give a chance.
Okay. Well, that should be a perfect clue right there.
Okay. I see an Air Force sticker.
No, I'll do it even better. There.
You have a big goofy. 2 goofies.
No?
Okay.
Right there.
What is that?
My monitor.
Okay.
That used to be on that camera.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to that stuff, Buck. I'm sorry.
I rotated 90 degrees. I'm on the other bench now.
Oh, okay. Oh, would you like it better facing that way?
I do. I was facing this way for a long time, and I don't remember why exactly I switched benches. But this is actually the one, if it's daylight outside, I can look straight out the windows and see the squirrels, because the other windows to my left, all the ones that face the sun when the sun is up in the afternoon, are all covered with foil right now, because if I don't do that, this room gets about 9,000 degrees hot, and it's like being in Phoenix.
9,000 degrees, huh?
Yeah, about that. Well, it's like right now, the air conditioning in the house is set at 76, and this room will get to 76 quite regularly. Right now, it's 78.
Are you melting at 78?
No.
If I'm lucky, my bedroom stays at 84 with the AC on.
I'm not in I'm not in hell.
Yeah, Hell/Phoenix/whatever, you know.
Yeah. Eric, I know that camera's banding. I can't do anything about it.
You cannot buy cheap-ass Amazon LED panels.
Huh? Oh, you mean for my lights?
Yeah.
That's not what I've got going. I've got the ones that I got from Sam's Club, and they're shop lights. They're LED shop lights.
Well, some of that has to do with the camera too, because if the camera can't adjust, which you know a lot of the nicer ones will, the cheaper ones won't. So I don't know what camera is that one.
922.
No.
Well, there you go. But I do like the lights a lot better because originally I turned the shop lights off, those LED bar ones, because they blow my eyes out. And then I realized, wait, I know what I did to fix that before. I have printer paper over the entire length of each one. I put a shade on there so that it's not so stinking hot.
Okay, I've got all my resin squeezed in. Only 2 windows have air bubbles.
He says right now. I remember when you really look at that, you're going to find that there are many, many little micro air bubbles in there. Micro bubbles are your enemy.
I'm like looking at them with magnifiers. I keep my tube of UV resin upside down.
What are you doing right now? Are you putting in resin or are you picking bubbles?
I'm picking bubbles.
Do the trick I showed.
What? Just pick it with a little plastic.
You got a napkin? Paper towel? Something?
Yeah. Why?
Grab a paper towel.
Okay.
Grab your phone. Where's your phone?
I've got my phone here.
Yeah. Turn the flashlight on.
And put it over.
So the light is coming up from underneath. It's going to save your life.
That
now
just sounds.
Now
so
put the
familiar.
panel on top of it, and look through it from the top. There you go. You'll be able to see every little bubble.
Oh, nice.
And now he's going to go, damn it. I thought there were no bubbles.
Oh, you see bubbles you didn't even know were there. Especially the ones that are down at the ones that are most important are the ones that are down by the window surface because those are on the outside. And if you don't get those, it's going to leave a hole when you cure the resin, and your window's going to have a hole in it.
I see. Yeah, I see a couple down in the corners now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is a nightmare.
It takes a little while if you want it to look good. All right, so these are the 3D parts I printed. They're real simple.
And by the way, in my defense, Ian, when I was doing that and the chips ended up on the ship, I was going to be keeping that kit, and so I wasn't that concerned about it.
Yeah. I get that. It's, Oh, this window has all the bubbles.
All of them?
All of them.
And then a few that you didn't see.
Gotta open up the holes.
This little plastic stick doesn't seem to be working that great.
Oh, it takes a lot of work. Trust me. After doing 30 or 40 windows or panels worth of windows, Todd,
yeah,
he's going to be like, I ain't doing this build.
Well, what's the problem with the kit supplied windows besides having to like light block them?
They rattle around. They stick out. Yeah, it fits
If you
perfectly.
accidentally bump a panel, 42 of them fly across the room.
Ah, okay.
I had that happen before I started super gluing them. Eric's still here. He can attest. He loved that stream. I did it on the live stream. They were all like, I'm like, I'll be back, guys. They're all over under the table and everything else.
He really went in the other room to grab a stiff drink.
I should have. The funny thing was, when I got done, I found out of 42, I had found 41 of the windows. Of course, and that was really early in the build when I didn't know that they were going to provide you with about 4,000 extra windows.
This is absolutely torturous.
Well, you don't have to do it.
No?
Yeah, no. I wanted to see how bad it would be.
Now,
it's pretty terrible.
If you're feeling adventurous, I still have all of my sanded windows that I took out.
Well, I think
because I sanded these down using my jig. These are the stock windows. I just sanded them down.
Okay.
So they would. So I have my little aluminum.
Are they
window sanding jig that I made?
Oh wow!
Well, no. So yeah, I had this made. I had this CNC'd. So I could sand 100 windows at once.
You want to send me that to loan it?
You can have all my little sanded windows clear. I have the sanded windows from the top of the neck, which are different shape. I have ones that these are all the spares that I never sanded, and I have another box of all of my sanded black windows. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them.
And what are you gonna do with them now?
Nothing. You just put them in like the stock ones. And these I sanded them because I didn't want them to stick out of the hull.
Yep.
So that was my big complaint, was the sticking out of the hull. I didn't like them raised up out of the hull.
Okay.
So I made a plate that's like I think it's like a millimeter and then like a point, or this one's 1.4 millimeters. I think this one's like 1.2. So I would sand them to 1.4 and then change out this top plate and sand them to 1.2 with a finer sand to make them smooth again.
Okay.
And that way they wouldn't stick out. And that now they're much more smooth and they don't stick out of the hull, but they're still these individual windows. So you still need to light block them. You still need to diffuse the light if you want. Like you could paint the reflectors like I did.
I think I'd rather go that route than this resin.
It's not going to look as good as the resin.
Because it's not going to be perfectly flush with the hull.
That is correct. And they're going to be crooked, and they're going to rattle. They're going to move around. They're going to still fall out on you.
Well, why can't you resin them in?
I suppose you could. Some people glue them in.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Use the resin as a glue.
That's what I was doing.
Just resin in the factory windows. This is terrible, though. This is no fun at all.
It's just it's not hard. It's just tedious.
Can't you put this thing on like a sander and just vibrate the bubbles out of the resin?
The best thing to do is to put it in a vacuum chamber. It'll suck the resin. It'll suck the bubbles out. But I don't think you probably have one of those handy, do you?
I have a vacuum pump. I just don't have a vacuum chamber. Oh, this is not fun. Oh no, this is
I did it on all of my panels because it looks so good.
Todd,
by the way,
if you don't believe me, go to my website and go to the resin windows page, and you can see a comparison.
I didn't say I don't believe you. I just was about to say you're a masochist.
Maybe so.
All right, yeah, no. This is not something I'm willing to use my life energy on.
Yeah.
No, this
It doesn't work for you?
It's no, Mr. Griffin. It's no. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna hit these for a couple seconds. Inside.
The funny thing
Oh
is,
yeah.
Ian,
Oh yeah. That works great.
I had like 7 or 8, maybe 10 people that sat there and watched me do that for 2 hours at a time.
Yeah, no, that's not cool. Hey Todd, so I do a couple seconds on the inside, couple seconds on the outside.
Yeah,
then I wait.
I would blast the outside first because that's the part you want to be flat. So lift it underneath, hit it for like 2, count to 2. You know, sweep all the windows, let it sit because all you're doing is you want to harden that outside layer like right away, so it's smooth. Then just turn it off for 2 seconds, let it cool down, and then do the backside, the inside for like another 2 seconds, let it cool down, and then you can blast the inside for like 15 seconds to give it the full cure.
I like what Eric said. Depending on the resin, you hit it with the torch to remove the bubbles, then cure it with UV. And then you figure out how to reshape the plastic.
After blasting it with a torch.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'll be back in a minute, guys.
I gotta buy the big boy UV flashlight if I was gonna do this kit with all the wet resin windows. I didn't bother getting every single bubble out of this part because this is kind of a sacrificial bit now at this point.
Oh yeah, I mean you want to test it, right? And test your part, make sure it fits, and make sure you know what you're doing. And
yeah. How close do you have to hold this UV flashlight?
I don't know. I mean, I hold it maybe a couple inches away.
Oh, really? That far, huh?
Yeah. You'd be surprised how fast it'll cure. Well, I don't know about you're using different resin than I am, so I can't tell you how your stuff's going to do it, but
it cures just about as fast as the Solar Res. Once I had this good flashlight.
What is this chat I see here? Oh, that was Eric. I didn't know. Yeah, you can use torches on big things of resin, like if you were doing resin blocks.
Like if you're doing a table with an inlay.
Yes, then you can use a torch.
If you're only going to be blasting resin with the torch.
Yep, because it'll expand the bubble, and the bubble will break loose and come to the top. But
yeah,
most people that do small resin stuff will put it in a vacuum chamber.
If I was going to do this, I would absolutely have to build a vacuum chamber of some form.
Yeah, you don't feel like picking out bubbles?
No. Honestly, squeezing the resin in and curing it with a UV light is pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
It's the whole part of the bubble picking that I honestly I don't think I could ever stand.
Oh, god dang it.
Oh, no.
I put the hips in backwards.
Okay. I'm like, how the hell could this tape peel off the paint on the outside of the part?
Yeah, when you peel the tape off, you want to go at a very sharp angle, like you're peeling off masking tape from a paint job.
Would it have made a difference if you flat cleared the panel first?
I don't know, because I didn't do it.
I don't think either of us thought about that.
Because I'm flat clearing my entire Leopard 2A6. Okay, so I got a couple bubbles, but I gave up trying to pop all of them.
Quitter.
They actually came out, yeah, they came out pretty nice. Other than the bubbles that I just didn't bother with. Because I was like, F this. Picking.
Hey, speaking of which, where's Donnie?
Yeah, where's Donnie?
Yeah, where's Donnie?
How are we supposed to, lose our PG rating without Donnie?
Yeah.
Well, you can
He's
always
gotta
work
come
on the
in.
bus.
He's got to come in and drop the first F-bomb of the stream.
I could do that. The bus would help. We were talking about that at work today. People were laughing.
Should I be wearing special glasses while I'm playing with this UV light?
No, I do, but you know, just don't look at it.
Or do.
I mean, don't look into the beam, but what about just seeing it bouncing off the paper towel?
A reflect, it's not a thing, but I got some UV glasses for it.
Yeah, I should probably get a pair of those. All right, let's see. Okay, inside is hard.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I mean, other than a couple of bubbles that I didn't bother, I can see the bubbles that I didn't get out of there because I was just like, screw it. All right.
Well, and as you practice, since you're on a practice piece anyway, as you practice, you'll start to see which bubbles are more important than others. You don't have to get every single bubble. You don't want any bubbles at the bottom of each window, right? Because that's the outside surface. Yeah. The ones that are a little more internal, now, you may be able to see them because they'll be clear, right? And you'll be able to see down inside the windows, but who's looking at that? You just want the surface to be smooth. So it's more the bottom bubbles than anything that's floating around. So there's no voids. Yeah, you don't want any voids down where it's touching the tape because that's just going to give you a hole.
Yeah, I see. Well, my tape job was fine. None of the paint peeled off. Clearly, Buck left this tape on for about 3 months too many.
Sure.
Yeah, because it'll peel off fine. I never pulled any paint off.
Yeah, I don't know how you managed to do that, Buck.
Very talented.
It's like talented at screwing something up.
Buck is special.
Huh? Uh-huh.
He works for the government.
His bicycle helmet, the IZ, was scrubbed off and specialized.
Wait. Todd?
Mm-hmm.
You forget how old I am. What bicycle helmet?
Yeah,
we invented those for you guys that couldn't hang.
Buck, I threw out the blue plastic tub thing because it's just stinking up my basement.
That's fine.
I don't know why you wouldn't like some Eau de Buck.
Eau de Buck?
Yeah.
Buck de Parfum?
Yeah.
Eau de Toilette de Buck?
What the buck, man?
Yeah, Buck, I opened up this box and I was just like, oh, it smells like my wife's grandparents' house in here.
It was only sealed for like a year.
Oh my God. just had that must de elderly person in it.
Not that old.
Had the Musco, Illinois. It was just an interesting foreign smell.
Nothing will top the way turkey smells.
Oh boy, I'm gonna do something way more fun than popping bubbles out of liquid resin. I'm gonna put laser cut acrylic windows in my Enterprise saucer in the second.
That's it. You've already not even one panel. You've already given up.
I did one panel and I'm done. Well, actually, Buck had resin in most of the other panels already. That was one of the few panels that wasn't touched by inhuman hands.
By the way, Eric said resin windows or mini zip ties, Ian. Which would you rather do?
Mini zip ties. Mini zip ties, no hesitation. Mini zip ties all day.
Yep. He's gonna use stock windows.
Mini zip ties any day of the week. Todd, I'm taking you up on your window offer.
Oh, you want me to throw them in the box with the GTX?
Throw them in with the video card. Can I borrow that jig, actually?
You can have
I'm good for it. Well, I don't want to take your jig.
What the hell am I going to do with it? I'm not sanding windows no more.
I don't know.
Committed.
All right, well, I would like...
find a blue box and put something that smells funky in it.
No, Todd doesn't smell, Buck. Todd smells like a normal human, where ergo, no real smell unless he's applying a cologne. Yeah, the term "smell you later." You know, I think that was invented in Illinois. So.
Oh. Okay, so I looked on Discord, and Donnie said he's not going to be on the stream, had to work late, and would have to drop early anyway because he has to get up to work tomorrow.
Oh, sorry, Donnie. That sucks. We're going to miss you.
Yeah.
Donnie, we would trade you for Buck any day of the week, I promise.
Me too.
So, fuck it. Donnie's not here. There we go.
Oh, there it is.
There, someone had to do it. I'll take one for the team.
On the 30th of September, I will probably still be here, even though or not the 30th, but the 29th. I'll still be here, even though I'm looking at probably 16 hours on the 30th. I love year-end closeout.
Okay. Year-end closeout runs until the next year-end closeout, it seems.
No.
Let's put our towel down. Hi, guys.
Don't forget your towel.
Yeah.
Heidi ho.
What is this? Some kind of towel-y band?
Okay. Where's this one?
Oh, there's my window. These little acrylic windows, these little laser cut windows, they go flying. They weigh literally nothing, and they're so easy to lose. And you need to wear magnifying lenses to play with these things. They have a slight taper to one side. Pinch them in the pliers. Scrape off the paper masking film. Sand the inside to diffuse. And then they need to be clearanced.
Clarence.
Yeah. So you got to sand the outer edges down to get them to fit into the holes sometimes. Sometimes they go in fine. Sometimes they're hot dog down a mine chute. And then sometimes...
what?
Hot dog down a mine chute.
Oy.
What?
That's what she said.
Oh, I got a good joke from Predator. But I don't think I can say it.
Why not?
It's very inappropriate.
Well, Donnie's not here, so...
Well, no. I mean, it's explicit. I mean, come on. You've all seen Predator.
Is it is it against YouTube's terms of service?
I have no idea, but it wasn't Jesse Ventura's line. It was the guy with the thick glasses that made the inappropriate dirty jokes at all times during the movie.
It's been about, I don't know, 20-some years since I saw that movie.
Oh my god. I've seen that movie hundreds of times.
How am I...
The world just did something and stunned Todd again.
Todd's so good at sounding surprised when we all know he shouldn't be. Like, Todd has he has the best what the hell of any of us. Todd wins the Hobby Time Modelers Academy Award for What the Hells. I'm not kidding, Todd. You have a very good What the Hell.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's really good. That should be like a soundbite. We should just if you're ever not on the stream, we need to have that stored somewhere so we can play it.
Do we need a Hobby Time Modeler soundboard?
We should, dude. We should take like Donnie's, yours, mine, Buck's, like all of our good one-liners when we're like pissed off or confused or something. Like Hobby Time Modeler's greatest hits soundtrack. What the hell, son of a bitch! Oh god, mother puss bucket. Just a non-stop stream.
All those things
of Billboard classics from the Hobby Time Modelers.
Yeah, but we'd have to go back to the one I was working on the bus.
Oh, the bus videos. We could get some good sound bites out of that. My God. You were so angry.
I wasn't really angry. I was just irritated.
You hated life.
No, just the bus.
Well, that bus was your life for a while.
Not really my life.
I almost called it the Enterprise.
What happened?
I almost called it the Enterprise.
Oh, there they are.
Told you they were right there. But did you listen to me? No.
I do my best to not listen to you, Buck.
So do I.
I really try. I'm not always successful, but I do try.
Will this give my thumb sunburn, this UV light?
If you do it enough, yeah.
I could use a tan.
Yeah. You can feel the warmth when it hits your sun, when it hits your thumb. You can feel it warm your skin up.
A little bit. Ooh, that kind of burns, yeah. So I thought this Mr. Resin was just like super slow curing resin. It was just my damn flashlight. This stuff cures just about as fast as the Solar Res does.
How did your yellowing test go? Did you check that?
Yeah, my Solar Res bit is still yellow, and the Mr. Resin is still crystal clear.
I just feel like I miss a lot of conversations because of year end right now.
Yeah, Buck, you missed a lot. We tried to convince Todd to not get married even more than he was already convinced.
You had me for a second there. I was like, what, Todd got married? What?
No.
What?
Todd is the anti-marriage advocate, just like I'm the anti-useless college degree advocate.
No more than I am. I have 2 associates that I took 6 CLEPs for. That was the amount of my schooling for 2 associates.
Well, you had to have some kind of college degree to get. Well, you were non-commissioned, right?
Right.
Oh, so you didn't need jack squat for that, technically, right?
Technically, no, but as a senior NCO, they like you to get a degree of some sort.
So you got your associates in sociology and cooking.
No, my associates are in avionics technologies and human resources.
That sounds boring.
Oh yeah.
You got a degree in human resources?
I think that's what they call it.
Why aren't you nicer?
That's why he's not nicer, Todd. They trained
that's true.
him.
You're talking to the HR department, yeah.
He's been officially taught to be an HR department person.
Well, see,
They're
that's
all
the thing.
douchebags.
That's the thing is The first sergeant is, the way I always explained it to people when they don't understand is, the first sergeant is an Air Force issued dad. You're there for the good stuff, you're there for the bad stuff, and you're still just as mean no matter what.
I am loving this new UV flashlight, Todd. It's so good.
Yeah, you just hate resining windows, you wussy. Everybody else is doing it.
I'm no. I'll take your windows. I'll take the jig, and I'm going to sand them down and polish them or whatever I have to do, and then so they don't rattle, I'll put a little dab of UV glue behind them.
You know, after sanding 920 some windows for the top of the saucer, you're going to change your mind.
Yeah, well, how many windows have you already sanded?
Well, the entire top saucer, I think.
Okay, so those are already done.
Uh-huh.
So I just got to do the 920 windows for the bottom of the saucer.
Okay.
Honestly, it's got to be better than picking air bubbles out of the resin. Either that or hold on. Let's do a Hobby Time Modeler standard. Ian going on Amazon and shopping during the stream for a vacuum chamber.
Hey, Todd?
Yes.
Let's see.
What was I going to say? I was going to tell you to send something with it. I forget what I was going to tell you to send with that stuff.
Oh, these aren't too expensive.
No, we need to send him a crybaby rag.
That too.
Let's see. Okay, well, I already have a nice Robin Air vacuum pump for, like, vacuuming down air conditioners. So I can use that. And then... Oh, what size vacuum chamber do I need? Let's see. Stainless steel degassing. It's $140. That's $200. $50.
You can't afford that.
$50. 2-quart stainless steel vacuum chamber.
Hey, I'm really curious. If it works, let me know. Because you could resin a whole bunch of windows and then stick them all in there at once, like a pack at a time or something.
Ah. Oh. Look at this. Well, it's a 2-quart pot. Like,
yeah,
it's
you don't
little.
need that much. It means it's
I know.
quicker,
I could put one
quicker
part
to
in,
vacuum down.
I could put one part at a time. Put it on the vacuum chamber, pull a vacuum on it for a few minutes, right?
Well, yeah, but I would do like an issue at a time, like all the panels in one issue. Like get them all resined up, get them taped, get them resined, and just vacuum chamber the whole issue at one time. So you could do like issue 4. It's got 4 packs in it. Do all the panels from those.
Bubble remover. Let's see here. Before, after, it's 150. 1 gallon flat vacuum chamber. That will hold a lot of parts, probably. 3 gallon. I don't need a deep vacuum chamber. I need a wide vacuum chamber.
You need a wide and shallow one.
Yeah, wide and shallow. So I found 1 gallon flat. Let's see how big this is. This is almost 10 inches wide. So that'll hold like 3 or 4 parts at least.
I would think so, yeah.
Or more. Okay, so that's $86.99. And that could be here tomorrow. Ooh, tempting.
Fancy.
And it has a little silicone pad for the bottom of the vacuum chamber.
Todd, I remembered what I was going to tell you.
Yes.
Huh.
Send Ian the stickers for the escape pods.
Oh. Oh. I was gonna say, didn't you want those? The dry transfer lifeboat stickers, the dry transfers.
Did you not do them?
No. And I'm
Why?
not going to do them.
For why, Todd? Why did you not do them? Why?
You mean why did I not do them? Because I didn't feel like putting them all on. because they really
Why?
need to be done at the very end. And I just, you know, after looking at the 6-foot model, looking at the 4-foot model, and things like that, I just don't think they're going to add that much to the model.
So okay then, I won't order those, I guess.
But I have them. I would like to see them get some use instead of just like, you know, nothing.
Well, I mean, if you have a complete set you're not going to use,
That
I
is
might
what
not
have.
use them either, but if you want to throw them in the box with the video card. Hey, when you're sending that thing, you forgot to send me that thing for Ecto, the hood vents.
Oh, yeah.
You want to
Do I
grab
make
those now? 'Cause
Jesus, do
I
I need to make an Ian pile? That's
I feel like you have short-term memory issues.
I feel like I need to...
A pile of Ian.
No. I just think about things that are more important.
Okay, you have memory prioritization issues for me.
These are the lifeboat transfers.
Holy shit! That's a lot of those are dry rubs?
Yes. 500
Holy
of them. All
fuck.
individually numbered.
No, dear God.
Yes, send them to him, Todd, because he will force himself to do them because of the detail it adds.
I mean, sure, what the hell? Send them, I guess? I don't know.
Where? Did I already pull them out to send them to you, and then I can't find them?
Oh, son of a... Did you lose them?
Steel caps. I'm looking. Calm down.
This is Ian we're talking
License
about, Todd.
plates.
He's not good at calm.
Wheel caps, train wheel caps. Well, they're not in this box.
You pulled them out, and you maybe
I did.
you
What
dropped
did I do with them?
Ah,
I'm looking.
it's $25 shipping from Mike Lane every time I place an order. Or 25 pounds. 25 pounds. That's like $32.
What is that I'm hearing? I'm hearing you aren't going to use these.
No, I don't know. They look like a real pain in the ass.
You're a lazy modeler.
I'm
As soon as
not
you're like,
lazy.
oh, it's hard. I don't want to do it. You know what? I think
Listen,
you're tainted
I'm
by.
over-
I think you're tainted by that second prize.
Listen, I'm shopping for a vacuum chamber over here, jackass.
But that's not for because you're going to work hard on it. That's so you don't have to work hard on it or hard on it at all.
I'm okay with making it easier. I'm not okay with giving up. He was ready to give up.
Listen, Buck, it's called work smart. You can still work hard. I don't believe in the quote, work smart, not hard. I say work hard, but work smartly. Todd, did you lose the hood vents?
I'll find them. They're here somewhere.
I almost want to buy a plane ticket just to root around through Todd's spare parts. I'll dig around his bits and pieces. Get a deluxe pizza, and some house chicken. Keep him occupied in the kitchen with that. Go through the stash. Oh, okay. Back to resining windows. I mean, sanding windows. Not resining.
Here, you crybaby.
Ooh, baby. You're the best, Todd.
I'm going to put these with the video card.
Okay.
There.
And the windows and the jig, and I get to sand 100,000 million windows for the bottom of the saucer.
All my windows. And the jig.
Yeah, Buck, I had a little mild nervous breakdown when I started unpacking your leftover prize. I was like, Buck really hated this model. I'm like, looking at these parts, I'm like, he really hated this thing. What did this thing slap his mama? It's like, what did it do to you? Did it kick your dog?
He was very disappointed in it. I'm like, he was just getting more and more angry and caring less and less how it looked.
I can tell.
Yeah, it is Ian, when you... Well, the frame is already together, the top frame. So you're not gonna have to live through that. But if you start wiring it the way they tell you to, you'll hate this thing too.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna go full send like Todd did with his model remodel. I'm looking at the I was looking at the pages before the thread, before the live stream. I was like, holy crap.
Well, when you start putting the panels together and start looking at all the light leaks, you're gonna be like, son of a.
Yeah. Well, that's why I kind of didn't want to build it, but at the same time, I'm also building it to build some goodwill with
Iron Man legs.
With Fan Home.
Yeah.
Nice. Can he do the Rockettes kick from the Christmas show?
Oh, probably. But these things are heavy, so
you got to tap these laser cut windows in. Use like your plier handles and give them a little tappy tap. Get them in place.
Tap it in. Tappy tappy tap.
Just a tiny tap. Tiny tap.
There it is.
Another window out of our shot cup of misery.
Shot cup of misery.
Yeah, that's what I call the little plastic mouthwash cups that I've got all my laser cut windows in. The shot cups of misery.
Pour some bourbon in there, down them in one shot.
These are pretty. I mean, these are laborious to install, but nothing like manually picking air bubbles out of liquid resin.
I did it.
Yeah, you did such a good job, Buck. Such a good job. Clearly, it took you like 5 months to pick all the bubbles out because half the paint came off when you peeled the tape.
Quit your belly aching.
Man, you butchered that thing.
Todd, watch.
Yeah, Todd. I don't blame Todd. He was telling you not to do this, not to do that, and you were just like, "Yeah." 6 months later, whatever. When do you quit the kit?
Then the company went out of business, and I didn't have to finish it anymore.
Looked like that thing freaking flew sideways through the Mutara Nebula.
I mean, you can ask Todd. I was actually, when it came down to those windows, I was only finishing it because I had so much money in it. Then when Eagle Moss went out of business, I couldn't buy it anymore, so I stopped and I didn't have to put any more money into it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you had a kit or two that you only finished because you spent all that money on it.
Well, I mean, listen, I've built some shit kits before, but I've never finished a kit purely out of financial spite.
Think about it. Kalen, if I remember right, Kalen said he took his out back of his shed and burnt it.
Burned his what?
His Enterprise.
Oh, that's stupid. Why did you do that?
5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi. My thumb's getting hot.
That's okay. You got another one.
Who needs
Perfect. Yeah, they're overrated. I was just the side panels for the saucer aren't fitted perfectly, but you could force them into place and then throw a little UV glue in there, and it actually get them locked down pretty well. So all my oblong windows are in. The oblong windows are the hardest ones to put in the rim. They have to. They not only need to have the back side, the inside of the window, sanded with 1000 grit to diffuse it. They need to have their like profile sanded down so they fit in the opening. The round windows, they either go in or they don't, and if they don't, you just use a round needle file and spin it a couple times in the window opening, and then they go right in. They're nice and easy in comparison.
I might have to. Where's my? I might have to yell at somebody tomorrow.
Isn't that your job? You know, you have
No.
HR training.
No, I'm just looking at my Voyager windows.
Okay.
You ever watch what is it, Chili Models or something like that? Something
Model
Chili?
Model Chili?
Model scale models Chili or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen the channel a couple times. Why?
I was watching him do I watched like an hour-long stream where he did a Voyager. It was actually really good.
He is good. Yeah, it's like scale model chili.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed the little video. Like the way he talks and how he explains things.
Yeah, no, he's not obnoxious or annoying like me.
Yeah, but that comes natural to you.
Well,
He
you
can't
know,
help it.
years of practice. Years, I tell you. Dedication to the craft.
Where'd Buck go?
I'm right here. Holy
Your
cow!
screen is black.
That's because I'm using my keyboard.
Urgh.
I heard it.
Tappy, tappy, tappy. Tappy,
Hammer,
tap.
hammer, hammer.
Oh.
Ah, okay. Estimated delivery 15 to 22 August.
What'd you order?
Voyager windows.
What are they, 3D printed or something?
Yeah,
Oh, are those the ones I saw online recently?
yeah. What they are is they're printed, and you basically, instead of just drilling out the lines, you drill out the whole square.
Yeah.
That doesn't bode well. I'm looking at his shop, and he no longer lists them.
Uh-oh. Maybe he's sold out.
That's possible, but he had enough to. When I bought them, I bought 2 sets because I've got 2 Voyagers. So when I bought them, he had them in stock.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
you're doing like Phil at Spooverse. You're buying like 2 to 5 sets of everything for every 17 copies of your models that you have.
Exactly.
Buck has 500 models in his stash, but he only has actually about 100 unique models. He's just got 5 of each.
No, actually, most of them are unique models. I've only got like 3 or 4 that are duplicates.
How many 350 refits do you have?
1.
Did you build it?
Halfway. That's one of the ones that's one of the ones that's on the list of I might work on this year.
I triple dog dare you.
Then what happened?
You licked the flag post? I don't know.
Flag.
I just want to see something that'll make you angrier than the London bus.
Well, see, that's why the Enterprise has remained undone for 10 years.
Because it's horrible? What are you saying, Buck? It's a bad model?
Not so much it's a bad model, and it wasn't the model that made me angry. It was the guy with the light kit.
Which one? Trek Modeler?
No, Stellar Effects.
What happened?
Used to be Big Easy. When I got the lighting kit, it worked, and then it just suddenly quit, and I had to fight with him to get it to, to take the part back and get it reprogrammed.
Yeah. Why don't you get a good light kit?
Because. Because I've already started working with this one.
Ditch it. Get the tenant controls.
Maybe.
Don't get the Trek Modeler, that's for sure.
What's wrong with Trek Modeler?
I bought a ton of stuff for the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, Todd. Oh my God. Yeah, you did. You went.
I got all the paragraphics photo etch.
You went full retard.
Yeah, I went full retard. Then I went over to 3D Falcon parts. This is for you, Buck, by the way, for that.
Did you get the sound and light controller?
The whole thing.
All
the engine lights, the interior lights, the landing lights, the docking lights. The whole soundboard, all the cockpit lighting, the fiber optic LED boxes, the whole bit.
Well, if I build enough goodwill with Back and enough experience in his eyes of building partworks, maybe I'll have the privilege of spending $1,000 on aftermarket parts as well.
Because I think it came to like $800. Oh my God.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Brutal.
I have over $1,000 into this Enterprise already. If I really line itemed every single thing going into it, I'm definitely in over $1,000 already.
My Titanic, which is one of my shelf queens, my 200 scale Titanic, I've only got 1,700 in on that one.
Yeah. I mean, my DeLorean. Oh dear God. I think that was the most expensive DeLorean ever built. Because I subscribed to it, and I had up to a certain issue, and then they failed, and then they went under, and then I went to Japanese auctions, and I found the DeAgostini kit, and I bought that entire thing, and
I don't know, man. I bought pretty much the whole thing almost twice.
Yeah, I trust me, Todd. I bought the whole thing twice.
Because I had to buy a bunch of parts from Japan as well, and then I got them from Eagle Moss too. So.
Yeah, and that was an expensive. Probably, I mean, and my Ecto 1's going to be damn near the option parts I'm getting cost as much as the damn kit. The roof rack alone from Corey, which is a work of art, by the way, is absolutely gorgeous. But that roof rack alone is like $1,000.
Did you see what he said about Wayne? Woo.
Yeah, I saw.
Damn.
I ignore it. I ignore it. You know why? I'm doing business with the guy. I want my parts. As long as he doesn't get thrown in prison for insulting somebody in the UK, which I think is an option these days in the UK. If you offend somebody, you can get charged with like a felony. At least he didn't misgender Wayne. That would have been a real crime in the UK. God forbid. He called him a she or something. But, well, he wasn't, I mean, honestly, Wayne's not watching, but I'm not impressed with that Code 3 light bar setup from,
I'm just not going to get it for mine. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not going to get it.
You know what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to do. I don't have the light bars yet. They don't come for another couple issues. When they do, I'm probably going to mock up and 3D print a pulley frame and put a belt drive in there instead.
Yeah. Well, I'll kick in for that project, and we can make two. I might stick with the stock light bars.
They're never going to be on. I don't turn any of my models on.
Well,
that's not true. I turn the DeLorean on all the time.
Mine will. Yeah, I turn my DeLorean on like at least a couple times a month. I just walk into the dining room. I'm like, I got to see this thing going.
Well, Ian, that's because the DeLorean turns you on.
The DeLorean is awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, these resin windows. These acrylic windows. Once you get into a groove of installing them, they go pretty easily. Actually, they're not that bad.
Okay, let me see how badly I screwed up the soldering.
Into that hole too much. That window just popped right in too easily.
Oh my God! How are you supposed to get to that hole?
What hole?
That's what she said.
They're just like, oh yeah, just throw a screw in this little hole right here. I'm like, yeah.
Hey, it's me, Mario.
This screw. They're just like, yeah, just pop a screw in there.
Yep, sounds about right.
Let's see what?
Pop a screw.
All right. A little UV flashlight action. How did I end up recording?
On OBS?
Yeah, it started. I did this once before. We were on a stream, and it ended up like recording while we were streaming. I ended up with like a massive 30 gig video after our stream was over.
Do you have a hotkey set up?
I do. 0.
You probably hit 0. Either that, or you've got it set up to where every time you go to Amazon, it will start streaming or start recording.
Yeah, 811. Yeah, 2113. Yeah.
I feel this feels very inappropriate, being that I have to basically. This is my view.
Oh, Todd. Come on. Leave Iron Man some dignity.
Yeah, no, I have to put a screw right in there.
Wait, you have to screw Iron Man in his crotch?
Yeah, right in his sack. Right
John,
here.
Let's really show the people out there. Do it again. Show it again.
Seriously.
Right, all the way. Let me fold this tripod so I can get in there. All the way to this hole right there. It's probably really dark, but
oh Lord!
Let's
get a screw right in there.
It's dark in his nether regions.
Poor Iron Man.
Poor Iron Man.
Just splayed out like that. How inappropriate.
Yeah, really.
All right. Well, this leg doesn't rotate any farther back because of the back armor, so I don't know where they expect this.
Jarvis,
pivot.
take it easy with the screwdriver there. That's
I'm
my mommy daddy button.
How? I guess. Oh my God. Woo! Woo! I don't like twisting it this far. Man, I don't know how you're supposed to get a screw. Okay.
This is ridiculous, Todd. That looks very awkward.
Well, and they're just like, oh, just take these screws out when you want to change his pose. I'm like, what?
Nope. Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
Let's see if I can even get this in there.
Buck, what did you do some of the light blocking with on some of your Enterprise panels? It's like this goopy, sticky crap. Is that like liquid electrical tape or something?
Something like that.
Ugh, God. Todd said not to use it because you'll get brain damage from the fumes.
Oh, this stuff is brutal.
Too late.
Why couldn't you just use like Tamiya XF1 flat paint or something brushed on?
Actually, no, it wasn't. It was. I think it was just craft paint.
It wasn't Tulip. Tulip
Actually,
dries. Tulip doesn't dry that sticky. Either way, that thing is trashed.
I believe it actually was Tulip. It might, and that's the thing, Ian. Being locked in that box, inside of the other box, I think that might be the issue.
I think the issue is a 4-letter word starting with B and ending in K.
It was all that buck. It was all that buck air. You gotta watch out for that buck air.
Yeah, I think the smell in your house softened that black paint or goop up.
What the fuck?
The ode to Buck had lasting effects. By the way, good news! I got my my pack of bicolor orange and amber and blue LEDs from HTM ModelWorks.
Yeah.
And I got
Out.
a length of blue cob LED strip for the nacelles. And the second I placed my order, I went, I forgot to order something.
That sounds about right.
And I went to Cult TV Man the other day to his warehouse to pick up my my Kronos 1, and I forgot to pick up the JC Graphics center band decals for the saucer. I forgot to buy a set. But he's only like 15 minutes from my office, his warehouse, so I'm gonna just order 2. I'll get one for Donnie, I guess. Did you get your did you screw Iron Man's crotch good there, Todd?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. He's
That's something
I'm
you
trying to
never
figure out
do
where
again.
the lighting now. Let me see.
Was it good for you too, Todd?
Oh, it's fantastic.
It was fantastic. I loved it. I loved every minute. Oh God, I'm so gassy tonight. I haven't had a beer in like 10 days.
Do you need an intervention?
All the bubbles. So bubbly. Okay, that looks good. Very nice. There we go. Look. Nice little windows.
There you go.
Look at that. Those look great.
You could have made resin windows in your Enterprise in the same amount of time, you know.
No, I didn't have a vacuum chamber big enough to put this thing in.
You do now.
So now you're going to vacuum chamber it? That's how you're going to try?
I'm thinking about the vacuum chamber. Yeah, they have. There's a lot of flat vacuum chambers on Amazon. 1 gallon flat. That's $127. No way. That one's $87. That's pushing it. There's a 2-quart flat. It's a 3-gallon. 2-quart standard. Let me see what we got here. Let me go from price low to high. How about that? We sort by price low to high. Let's buy the cheapest possible Chinese-made vacuum chamber we can find on Amazon. That's what we're going to go with. One of them just looks like it's made out of a Pyrex bowl. That can't be dangerous at all. Oh, that 1 gallon flat's actually the cheapest 1 gallon flat.
Steve made a speaker enclosure out of a Tupperware.
Yeah, I'm not so worried about that. Let's see, 2-quart.
Where is Steve,
standard? I don't know. Does he have air conditioning yet?
I don't know.
Let's see. Service kit included. What are the measurements on this thing? Internal 5.4 inches outer diameter for the 2-quart. That's a little small.
That sounds too small.
Yeah, that's too small. That's barely gonna. That's only gonna hold like 1 or 2 bits of. Okay, well, there's $86.99 is for the 1 gallon, and it can be here tomorrow if I order in the next 48 minutes.
Order now.
Hold on, I gotta wash my hands. I'll be right back.
Amazon must be dirty. What happened?
The little wire I tucked through fell into the hole.
Oh my god.
Ah! Damn it. I glued myself to the model. I just realized something. I hope that the second LED I just put on there is good because I forgot to test it.
Okay, I tested my Robinair vacuum pump. It still chooches.
Is that an official term? Chooches?
Yeah, chooching. Yeah, it chooches. It chooches. It's a Canadian term for fully functional.
Gotcha.
Yeah. This thing comes with a hose that will connect directly to the vacuum pump. 9.8 inches wide vacuum chamber. That's not bad. That seems like enough inches.
Sounds
Oh,
about
10
accurate.
inches, yeah. Yeah. It's going to be that wide. That'll hold a lot of parts. Like, even if it's like 9.5 inches internal, it's going to hold a bunch of parts. Okay, eat me, please. There you go.
Yes.
All right. Oh, God, add to cart. Am I really doing this? Am I buying a vacuum chamber just for this stupid Enterprise? So I can do resin windows?
You don't have to. You could use stock windows. You could just leave them. You can lose sanded.
Like, I'm spending $90 to get a vacuum chamber, but this vacuum chamber looks like it might have other uses that would be fun.
Hey, when we first started, you did say, I wish I had a vacuum chamber.
You know, I'm going to save this for later. I'm going to see what your windows look like when they come in. You'll send them out tomorrow with the video card.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see what they look like. I'll throw a couple in the holes. The kit will be here. The rest of the leftover prize will be here Thursday. Even though they already processed my issue 14 order.
Did you call them this morning?
I did. I called them and I canceled the subscription, but they couldn't stop that issue from shipping. But they did say I could call when it got delivered and I could send it back for a refund.
Yeah. With most of them, all you do is you don't even open it. You just bring it back to the post office and refuse delivery. Or FedEx or UPS, whichever one it comes from.
Well, I want to have a tracking number that I ship it back so I know they got it. So I'll let them deliver it and I'll just send it back. All right. That one's done.
Done and done.
Okay. 8 more round portholes for this. A lot of little windows. But they're not really irritating me, which is surprising. I didn't order these Laserfire Creations windows because I was just like, oh god, that looks horribly tedious. Like, Phil, why are you doing that? And then I was like, tried to fit a few of the factory windows in, and I was like, oh god. And then thinking about doing microcrystal clear or, the testers, canopy glue, and like I was just like, oh god.
Oh, that window maker?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, I was like, oh, do you just not do, just leave the windows out entirely? And some modelers do that. And then I saw the results of that, and I was like, no, it's too... You see the LEDs through every window. You see all the hot spots. And Phil was saying to leave the paper masking on the outside of the window, but the stuff really doesn't stick all that well. So, like, I'm still going to have to mask all these windows. Either way. Boop, boop, boop. What did that taste like, Todd?
Nothing, because I haven't had dinner yet.
You need dinner. What the hell's wrong with you, man?
Join the two parts together. Handle with care. Oh, God. Is it time to...
What are you, assembling Iron Man?
I think it's time to put them together.
Oh, nice. Should probably watch StreamYard and not leave my Amazon tab open. You know, that vacuum chamber could come in handy for a lot of projects. Well, no, I was actually thinking is you could potentially, like, recast the Code 3 lights from Fan Home. And then I could make blue tinted resin lenses if I needed to. But Todd, I'm very interested in your pulley system that you're talking about with like your cassette tape.
No, I have an
rubber
idea.
bands.
I have an idea that I'm just going to
idea.
replace the whole thing, all the guts of everything that's in there, all the gear system at least, with an entire pulley system. One piece that has pins and pulleys. And that way you can have a big pulley on the outside, run the band around the inner ones so they rotate in opposite directions like they're supposed to. And just run that over to the belt pulley and then run it over here. And
well, that's
the motor's not loud, it's all the gear noise.
Yeah, well the bands and pulleys is how Corey's running his roof rack accessories. So, I was actually talking to him the other night about it, and I was like, well, maybe you can get little miniature cogged bands, with cogs in them, like a timing belt, basically miniature timing belts, which are used in, well, they were used in cassette players and VCRs and the like. But supposedly Corey's going to be making a set of Code 3 lights that'll be quiet, won't be any noisier than his roof rack. There'll be a little bit of mechanical noise, but the real set of Code 3 lights, if ever you heard them turning in real life, they do make a little bit of a
they're a little bit of
noise.
oh yeah, they make noise.
Not much.
Yeah, but they shouldn't do what those things are doing.
But the scale level of noise, so the Code 3 lights on the Ecto 1 are 1/8 scale, but the sound is larger scale than real life. If you when you get an RC car that goes, it does a scale 200 miles an hour, but the car only goes like 40, because it's 1/10 scale or whatever it is, or 1/8 scale. It's the opposite with the noise coming out of the Code 3 bars. They're like larger than life scale levels of fucking annoyance. Tappy tap. That's how you want these to fit. A nice, snug, tight fit. You actually have to tap in a little bit. Oh. Already see an area we need some UV glue to hold in the rim of the saucer. How many more of these? 3 more windows. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Over there. I'm really disappointed Donnie ended up not getting the right impulse crystal set. He got the replacement outer parts, apparently. The guy never sold those before. He didn't have the other one listed, but I don't know what's going on. That Shapeways guy is getting... The thing is, I look at the Shapeways forums, and the makers are all complaining that Shapeways keeps changing materials and prices on them, like on the weekly. And, like, they have to pull parts down off their store to reprice them and recalculate things and who knows what. It's apparently a very pain-in-the-ass place to sell your 3D designs, Shapeways. But since it's the most popular, they kind of have no choice, you know? It's like being on the Amazon Marketplace or eBay if you really want to sell things without having your own dedicated production facility and website. Okay. Nothing. Everyone's concentrating. Fair enough. Whoa! Iron Man! He's like in one piece. I just looked up. I've been staring down at my little windows. That's a lot of wires. Is that like a marionette you're building, Todd?
Sounds like Iron Man's pretty heavy.
Yeah, but I don't want these wires to get pinched. I gotta figure out where's the best way for them to come out of him.
How the best way? Have him sit down on the toilet in the morning after a cup of coffee. That should do the trick.
I'm gonna use my part work upgrades.
Did you say part work upgrades? What'd you mumble?
The mat.
Oh, okay. Oh, the foam mat that Eric had them send you?
No, it was the UK guys.
Oh, was it like Mark's Mods or something, or?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was nice of him. I would say out of character, but just me.
So I'm curious, guys. Have you thought about these?
Yeah, those are RC. Those have been in the RC tank world for years. Yeah. As you know, the training lights on top of an Abrams.
Yeah.
Or a Leopard 2A6. Yeah, we've had those forever. They're so-so. The problem is they're 3-wire, not 2-wire.
Yeah.
So you'd have to plug them into generally you plug those into a radio receiver on an RC car, which is a 3-wire connector.
And the third wire tells it to turn on. Yeah,
there's a positive, a negative, and a signal, forward or backwards or whatever, or cycle through program. So, yeah. The thing is, the spinning buckets inside the Code 3s are very visible in real life and on the 1/8 scale Ecto. So Todd wants to maintain the spinning light buckets, which I applaud him for, because just doing, 4-segment or 6-segment or 8-segment rotating LEDs, it's fine for an RC tank, but not for Ecto.
Yeah.
It's just not. But I've been aware of those lights for well before I ever heard about a part work kit in my life. Those things have been around for like a decade.
Just something I've been looking at and thinking about.
People have been putting those on RC tanks for a long time, particularly Leopard 1s and Leopard 1s primarily, because a lot of the Leopard 1 Tamiya models, they all come with, a training light on the top of the turret.
Mm-hmm.
and people add them to the M1 Abrams, and you know, yeah, they're pretty common on modern battle tanks. I think they'd look passable in the light bars, but not good. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like,
Wow.
or they'd look good but not accurate, or like you could tell something was off. Because the Code 3s were 70s tech. You know, they were old incandescent bulbs, spinning buckets. Yeah. Hey, Eric, you could join a live stream again soon. Hey, look, Steve.
Skull said to buy it.
Skull said to buy what?
I'm thinking your vacuum chamber. Dream
Why am
Big
I not-
showed up.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God! How far
Steve
back
said-
in the comments have I missed?
Oh, all of us have missed like an hour.
Ah!
Actually, all of these are in the last 20 minutes now. Steve
Okay.
said his computer's doing an update. He'll be on eventually. Gary said good evening.
What are you doing? I'm clicking on him too.
So I see that.
Yeah. Yeah, Eric will be on the stream in about a week or two when he has a new desktop computer. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. There's Steve just saying hi to everybody.
Well, he said that he thinks his Windows has been corrupted.
Oh, shit. Oh, no, Steve, I'm sorry.
He did an update to Windows, and Microsoft said, "Hey, we hate you."
Since clearly Steve's watching and Eric's watching, Eric, I went through 2 hard drives. The first one got corrupted because I tried to install Windows 10, and apparently I still had a RAID drive connected to the motherboard, and it broke the SSD basically. But then I found a better SSD, a Samsung, and I successfully installed Windows 10 Pro on that. So you actually ended up getting a free upgrade because I broke the first hard drive I had. Just that was handy. The second one I had to go tear apart an old computer to pull it out of.
That's cool.
All right, this camera is going to do no good, so we're going to switch to this one.
Luckily, I've been in IT for 25 years and I had to fix things like that. But okay, we got to get some
Get our little
UV resin.
Temporary base.
Steve!
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, hello.
Your Windows update finally sorted itself out, I'm assuming?
I guess. I thought it was... I don't know. I did what I shouldn't have done it. I turned the computer off while it was updating.
Oh,
But-
never do that.
Yeah, because I thought it was just it was taking way too long.
Dude, you turned it off while it was updating? That's rule number 1 of Fight Club. You don't
Well-
talk about rebooting.
not
during
when,
an update.
Not when you've been staring at that screen for 30 minutes.
Well, 30 minutes, schmurdy minutes. Come on, Steve.
And then I turned it off, turned it back on, and it continued the update, finished, and it was fine. So it was definitely locked up.
Okay. You look nice and pale. Is your air conditioning working?
Oh yeah, they yesterday.
Nice. Yeah, you don't look all hot, red, and sweaty.
I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do today.
Mother bus bucket.
There. Stop taking my line. Hey, Steve, why don't you
That's
put
Bill
some?
Murray's line, actually.
Why don't you put some light my bricks into that probe droid?
No, well I do have another Lego.
We need some entertainment, Steve. We need somebody angry. Donnie's not here to drop F-bombs tonight, so we'd really like you to work on a light my bricks for something difficult and tiny. I'm kidding, Steve.
I'm trying to think.
Well,
I do have a Lego. I got a couple Legos.
Not really kidding, but we love when you get all pissed off at something. It's very entertaining. More entertaining than watching me break shit, that's for sure.
All my part works are to get.
They caught up.
Oh, my boom fell.
What, on your ladder truck?
Yeah,
What do you mean it fell?
it's not sticking up anymore. It came down.
That's no good.
Has it?
You know, Steve, there's a pill for that. You can talk to your
I was
doctor.
gonna say, I think my fire truck needs Viagra.
Yeah. Your fire truck needs the little blue pill.
All right, what am I doing here? Let me think. The workshop is a mess.
Steve, you don't have to think. You have a wife. She's supposed to think for you and tell you what to do.
What are all these pop-ups?
Katrina, what should Steve do?
All right, I'm going into the other room to see what models I got.
Okay, Katrina, hijack the microphone while he's away and tell us what he should do.
Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready, Todd. Hold on. Wait a second. Here we go.
So there's our base.
Those can't be comfortable shoes. They have no arch support. Tony Stark's probably got really bad plantar fasciitis. His wrists, his elbows, his shoulders, his chest. Oh, he looks like... Oh, that's pretty badass, man.
Computer, turn off the lab.
Oh, that's it. That's the money shot right there. Very nice. How tall is that, Todd?
2 feet.
Huh, that's impressive. He's got his palm repulsors are lit up.
His
Chest
feet are lit up
RTs.
too. You just can't. He's standing.
Oh, yeah, the thrusters in the feet.
And it's all being powered by a USB plug.
Nice. Congratulations, Todd. You have a completed Iron Man. What are you on, the smartphone cam or a webcam?
No, this is the second ZV1. So there he is.
Look at this, Todd with 2 ZV1s. Jarvis, add a little hot red.
What is that?
I don't want it too ostentatious.
What is that?
It's Iron Man, Katrina.
It's a ladybug.
Ew.
A ladybug?
Doing on you?
I don't know. Obviously, it flew on my neck or something.
Okay, Todd. Ooh, what's Steve got?
Yeah, you can get off me now.
Ooh. What is that, Ailstrike?
I don't know. It's a Gundam.
Which one? Yeah, it's Ailstrike Gundam.
Yeah.
Yeah, a master grade. Steve, you're not finishing that tonight. I promise you that.
Well, I know I'm not. So I wanted to do something I could do, on the Friday nights, and this is good.
Steve, that's a fantastic choice for Friday nights. Ailstrike Gundam is a beautiful model kit. Are you going to paint it? Or just do a snap build?
Well, now that Ian's validated my purchase, I should feel better. I don't know.
It's a very nice kit, Katrina, so quit your flapping. Those things are awesome. I have like 50 or 60 master grade Gundams sitting in my cabinets here. Yeah, wait till you break that box up. Oh, by the way, Steve, can you please repeat after me? It's not a parts sprue, it's a runner. You're working on a Gundam now. The terminology is a parts runner, not a parts sprue.
Holy shit.
Yeah, does that come with a stand?
Yeah.
It has an action base under it?
Hold on.
Yeah, because that thing's got some crazy amount of accessories. Yeah, it comes with its own stand. That's that's nice. That's going to have some good shelf presence, as they say in the Gundam community.
I only had display cabinets. I should get some.
That's gonna have excellent shelf presence. Yeah. Nice.
This doesn't look like English.
It's not. You just follow the pictures. You don't need English. No words are required to build a Gundam. The instructions are fantastic.
It's like IKEA.
Better than IKEA, man. Way better.
Really? Does it come with meatballs?
No, and you don't get the $1 slice of pizza after checkout. Or the really cheap ice cream cones.
Uh-oh.
What did you have? Did you really were expecting lingonberry juice with that?
No. We were doing a Miura, and we ran into a problem doing that, and I think this is part of the pack. I gotta make sure I don't lose this.
Hey, Ian.
Yeah.
Somebody sent a message directly to you.
Katrina, let's see. You're actually telling someone else to quit your flapping. Yes, Katrina. For once. It's ironic, I know. It's quite hypocritical of me, in fact.
Ironic or ludicrous?
Oh, I
Rather
like it.
ludicrous. Yo! I got model kits in different area codes. At this point, almost. There's one in North Dakota on its way here. So technically... I live pretty close to Decatur, actually, Katrina, where Ludacris is from. And there's 2 Decaturs in Georgia, in Atlanta. There's 2 Decaturs. There's Decatur featuring Wi-Fi and Decatur featuring murder. So you could be like, I live in Decatur. And it's like, you're some upper middle class family with a nice house. And then you could be like, I live in Decatur, yo. And you live down the street from the pawn shop where like 10 people were murdered last week. There's North Decatur and South Decatur. Not to be confused with each other. I went to Decatur featuring murder once.
And a whiskey Decatur.
Sure. Close enough. Yeah, Decatur's an interesting... You go to downtown Decatur, and they have all these nice little bars and restaurants and bougie little boutique shops. And then they've got like crazy homeless people swinging machetes around at the subway station near there. It's interesting part of town. One of the best burgers I've ever had was down in Decatur. And one of the scariest, craziest, homicidal homeless people I ever met was in Decatur also.
It says he knows you.
All in the same time. There we go. Tappy tap.
It's not just... Oh, crap.
Snappy, snappy, tappy tap.
Is Ian building tank tracks again?
No. I know. I haven't hammered some track pins in a while. I got to actually catch up on that. I'm waiting for a part to come in from Agora. I actually got. I'm going to email them tomorrow. They said 2 weeks, and it's been almost 3. I think it's appropriate.
It wouldn't be like a road wheel, would it?
It would be a road wheel. In fact, I'm probably going to choose selectively who I email there, and not email everybody, because one of them doesn't seem to enjoy the correspondence.
What makes you say that?
'Cause I guess he's concerned I'm gonna be entirely honest about something, and like I'm missing a part. which I'll keep under the hat. It's fine. Just send me my part though, at least.
That's the thing. Why wouldn't you be entirely honest?
Well, I mean, listen, I've been honest about that build so far. It's actually going together really nice. There was one hinge for a fender that's a little wonky, and I even mentioned, I was like, I think I got to bend this back into shape. And I added ball bearings to the road wheels, and I made it very clear. I'm like, they're gonna spin smoother. It's gonna put less strain on the drivetrain. It's gonna give you better battery life. You know, it's just an improvement overall. And the ball bearings only cost me like $12 or something. And they could have included ball bearings in the kit. You know, it's $1,600. They could have put a couple dozen ball bearings in there.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing
But the thing is, they didn't have. So when they were designing this kit, or when D'Agostini or whoever was designing this kit, they didn't have somebody like me in the process who is an RC tank enthusiast and who would say you really need to have ball bearings in the road wheels. They didn't have that person. It's kind of like Todd says about the Enterprise D, and what was his name again, Todd? Ben something. Todd is silent. Oh, Todd's muted.
Oh, Ben Robinson.
Yeah. So, like, if they had Todd or somebody like him on the development team for the Enterprise D, it would have been quite different, I think, right? Todd? There would have been changes.
Well, maybe. I mean, Ben is a self-proclaimed expert about all things Star Trek, so...
Well, is he now? I mean, I met Rick Sternbach at Wonderfest, like many of you did. That's an expert in Star Trek. I mean, he designed the damn Titan Enterprise G in his spare time for fun, pretty much. That I would classify him as an expert. There we go. Oh, these windows are so nice.
Come in.
Coming. Want me fluff your pillow? Room service.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping. Want me fluff your pillow? Want me jerk you off?
Oh,
What kind of motel is this?
would you like heater?
I would have liked the friggin' mini fridge in my room at the Crown Plaza. That was BS. I'm not booking the presidential suite just to get a refrigerator, but still. Oh, hey, Steve.
Yeah.
So I talked to, I was at Cult TV Man's warehouse the other day picking up my Kronos 1 model kit. And
It's a shame for him.
Huh?
I said that's a shame for him. And what happened?
Well, no, he gets a presidential suite as well, and they host also. And he's like, yeah, we just hang out and drink beers and watch movies. And I said, oh. I said, well, our Steve does the same, and we do the same in his presidential suite. I was like, yeah, we should have like a cross invite, you know? Whoever's hanging out with...
You sure he gets a presidential suite, or does he get a hospitality room?
He might get a hospitality room. And he
Yeah.
said he said it's right off to the left of the elevators, just like your room.
Oh, then maybe it is. I don't know.
But yeah, he said they do the same thing that you and Katrina did, you know.
He always does that.
Yeah. So I invited us to his thing to like and invited his people to our thing, and be like, hey, we could swap people and beers every now and then, and all mingle.
Or wives or whatever.
I have no idea. It's
Yeah,
not a
whatever.
key party, buddy. I'm not that old. If I see a glass Pyrex dish with room keys in it, I am getting the hell out of there.
Isn't it you're supposed to put something on the door like a pineapple or something?
No, that's for the swingers.
Oh.
That's the upside down pineapple.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which at Wonderfest, I guess we could just put a PITSTAIN Hobbies fridge magnet on the outside of the door, upside down, saying, you don't want to come in here. Things are happening.
Bad things.
Yeah. Oh, Todd, we got to add the blood back onto my sticker design. I got to see if they can actually print that. I'll make you a new T-shirt if they can. Okay. All right, our oblongs. Jeez, I'm almost done with all the windows on this saucer rim.
I think it's
amazing.
I think a pineapple is a sign for swingers or something like that. Or
Yeah, the upside down pineapple on. Yeah.
What?
Only Ian knows that.
I only know that because I told people I was booking a cruise on Virgin Cruise Lines, and they're like, "Oh, the swinger cruise," and I'm like, "What? No, it's just an adults-only cruise." And they're like, "Yeah, the swinger cruise."
I have never heard that.
Yeah, just Google it, Katrina.
I don't need to Google it.
Oh, you need to
My
Google it,
friend's a
babe.
swinger, and he's never mentioned that.
Oh, you totally should Google it.
yep, and it comes right up.
Yep.
Does it
Swingers
really?
pineapples.
Oh, it's only on a cruise ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a cruise ship thing. The pineapple on the door, but a hotel, I think it would be
No,
valid
they
as
just-
well.
They just give out the number.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's usually imitation.
Yeah, we're privy to too much of his life.
You know, the food on that Virgin cruise was the best cruise line food I've ever had. Honestly,
Black
it was
cherry?
the best food I've ever had from any hotel or resort I've ever stayed at.
Did
What's
everything
that?
have pineapple in it?
Well, I just figured Virgin.
No.
Oh.
I didn't need anything.
You know, what's his name? Branson. You know, the billionaire. He has Virgin Atlantic Airlines and Virgin Galactic spaceships, and he has Virgin Cruises. And the ships are nice. The entertainment is eclectic, I'll say. But the food is absolutely just amazingly gourmet level. It's so good. And I've been on Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, Carnival, and just Virgin destroys them all in the food department.
All right, now I'm worried. I am looking for. Yeah, I did because I'm looking for M.
It's there, Steve. Don't worry. Bandai never misses a parts tree, sprue, runner in a box. Do you have a sprue organizer, Steve?
No,
You remember those old desktop, little dividers you'd have for the manila envelopes?
Yeah.
People use those for their Gundam models.
Oh, I can see how it makes sense.
Yeah, and you line up all the sprues in alphabetical order. There's an image of the sprue on the page.
I remember
Usually.
seeing them. Good. There it is. I got it. It looks like this piece here.
Yeah, they take up a lot of space when you lay them out on the table. So, like, people get those organizers to hold them up vertically.
I need a bigger table.
Yeah, I know. That's what I say every time I build a Gundam. I need a much bigger table. I have, like, 4 perfect grades in the backlog and a high 2M 1/60th scale and probably at least 40 or 50 master grades floating around. I gotta play catch up.
So, Ian,
Yes.
something like this.
No, well, kinda. Yeah, that's a parts sprue organizer. They're usually a little bigger for Gundams, just so you have some room to like, lean them back and forth, kinda.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but yeah, basically. Like I had some cheap, crappy plastic ones, and I don't use them anymore because they weren't good.
Well, I don't use that because it gets in the way.
I can see that.
It used to sit on the desk, but now it sits in the cabinet.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, I didn't sand the inside of that window.
I'm comfortable.
Snapping together a Gundam kit is so relaxing.
I wish you got somebody babbling in your ear.
You mean like Ian?
What's that mean?
Hey, Steve, I took that as a
Compliment.
yeah, basically. Ah, son of a bitch!
Oh,
Well, how did we know I lost a window? The guy from Laserfire explicitly in the instructions, he's like, I give you extras for when one goes flying across your workbench. Like, in the instructions, he wrote that. I was like, oh, yeah, you thought about me, huh? Have you watched my YouTube channel? Is that why you put these in? Yeah, let's see here. The instructions from Laserfire. Inside the box, you'll find 12 bags containing various inserts. There are a number of extra smaller inserts included in each bag to replace any that fly across the room or are consumed by your local carpet monster. That's right there. Local carpet monster. That's very witty. I like when people put some humor into their instructions.
It wouldn't do to have a carpet monster from somewhere else be eating your parts.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a domestic carpet monster.
Or
Not like an imported, illegal immigrant foreign carpet monster.
Or if you just take revenge and eat carpet.
Oh, okay then. Nope. Oh, I just lost another one. Nope, I got it. I caught it. It's all good.
You just go and munch it back.
Oh, Jesus. You know, and I was refraining from using my dirty joke from the movie Predator before. Oh, no. Steve's allergic to our bullshit. Everyone, calm down.
Jesus.
Stop talking. He's having an attack. He's like, God damn it, I'm on this damn stream again.
Steve loves us.
Katrina, get me
loves
some
Steve.
Benadryl. I have an Ian intolerance problem.
Do you need Excedrin?
You know what? The only disappointing thing about Steve building a Gundam is we're probably not going to hear him cursing and bitching and moaning because they really go together well.
Hey, Mark. Welcome.
Howdy, Mark. Okay. Oh, more portholes.
Curious how much I'm going to have to mess with the bracing underneath this thing.
Hey, Mark's in the UK, right?
Yep.
Jesus, Mark, what did you wake up at? What is it? 5 a.m. over there? You have sleep patterns like Todd.
I hung out on his stream when he was with the Nexus.
He was with who?
He was doing a Partworks review of it. I think it was Optimus Prime Pack 2.
Oh,
And it turned into like a whole Partworks review. It's great.
nice. Which Optimus Prime? Bay or
No, yeah, it was the family.
I got my next pack's coming.
I'm sorry, Steve. I'm only following Katrina's G1 Optimus build because that's the best Optimus Prime.
Mine came today, Steve.
Did it? Yeah. I got coming in 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Oh. My next pack after that came today.
You know, Steve, I almost ended up with your Optimus Prime.
What's that?
They accidentally set up the subscription to ship to me at first for your Prime, and then they canceled it. I still see it in my account. It's pretty funny. I was like, hey, I know the guy that's building that. They're like, yeah, just ignore that.
I know a guy.
I know a guy. I know that guy. He's in close proximity to a original Philly cheesesteak. I had a Philly cheesesteak for lunch today.
No, you didn't.
I did. Well, I had a Philly style cheesesteak sandwich for lunch today. A Philly inspired cheesesteak. It was okay. It wasn't great.
Oh, beautiful. Everything fits.
But it did the job. The bread was not. You can't get bread down in Georgia like you do up north. The bread situation is not the same.
Beautiful.
Oh God. We're almost there.
Wow, Todd, you sound like my first girlfriend.
Oh, that was it. But I'm gonna continue because let me get this over with.
Again, you sound like my first girlfriend.
Let's build this, but I'll do that later. Hang on.
A little more UV light. Let's cause some eye cancer. Like I'm not blind enough already.
Because I just got the box with the last 2 issues of Iron Man. So we're just gonna get it over with.
What do you get? Some optional bits?
No, this is just finishing up the last of the separate poses. After 98, you saw he's done. So these are like the optional. If you want to have them on a twisted pose or like the superhero landing or something like that, you can do that.
Hey Todd, what about the damaged armor parts?
These parts.
The battle
There's
damage?
a flyer in here for.
Oh, there you go.
And I don't know that I want to do them. I mean, I'll get them and I'll take pictures of them and everything. A lot of them are just pop on or pop off, but I'm not taking the hand off because it's got a whole hand you build. I'm not rewiring this with lights and everything.
No.
Things that are easily it's a whole new helmet, which is cool. You know, a chest plate, some shins, the back parts of the legs. I mean, these are all just snapped on, so a lot of these parts can be replaced fairly easily. And I'll get them because they should go on the site, but I'm not going to put them on my Iron Man.
I have a 1/6 scale Hot Toys Iron Man. I think it's the one from the first Avengers movie at the Battle of New York.
Mm-hmm.
And that one comes with optional battle damaged armor bits. But Mark III, I almost like, what I'd love is Mark II. When he's not painted.
Yeah. Did Mark Moss just got here, didn't he?
Yep.
Mark's been here a little bit.
There you
since,
go, Mark. There's Iron
about
Man.
7
He's
minutes.
done.
Hold on a second. Let's
He You don't have to make
There
me
we
do
go.
it. He's as done as he's gonna be.
You got to
He's
put
all
him in a
lit.
little more of a dynamic pose, though, Todd.
Well, you got to understand, he is this little rubber band, stupid clamp thing that's there. It barely holds him. He already fell off once into my hand. So, they're talking about. They say you should put some blue tack under his feet because this is quite slippery, to keep his feet from moving.
Yeah.
So
Black tack, not blue
I might
tack.
do that. But this is the temporary stand. I have to do the big base. So, but I'm probably going to
yeah.
use this stand because the big base takes up too damn much room. I
Didn't-
think I'm going to
yeah.
put a Razor Crest on the big base because it looks better.
Didn't you put a whole bunch of LED lights in the big base?
Yeah, it comes with those lights.
Oh,
But
I thought
that
you
way
added lights.
I can just run this. I got a big long extension for the central wiring, so I'll just run it down the pipe in the back, and we'll just have it so it comes on with all the rest of my displays. So it's done.
I mean, put his like arm out at least, holding the repulsor out. You know?
No, I'll do something. Right now he's out of my way, so he's not on final display yet. So calm down.
I mean, superhero landing. You know, knee on the ground. That would look cool.
So I'll show you because in the back of this issue it shows you how to pose him like that.
That would be very cool.
Is it 100? Hang on. Because you get 4 poses. You get the one he's standing in now, which is straight up. You get the one where he's got a twisted body, so like one leg's back and he's like turned sideways.
Yeah.
You know, but he's not crunched over. He's just turned sideways. That's this center part of his body, right? So
Yeah.
the spine is twisted, so he has like
Yeah.
he's turning his body. And then the last 2 are this, where you can put him in a fully crouched down superhero pose.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I like that.
And you can do it either way. So you can go left or right. That's the pieces we're building now.
Yeah, if I was going to build him, I would put him in some kind of cool pose.
Yeah, I will. I'm thinking about maybe doing the twisted. I don't want to do this pose. He's too low to the ground, and I think you missed some of it. But I might do. Where's 98? 1 second.
I would just do at least a pose where he has a repulsor pointing straight out. You know, a palm blaster.
Calm down. So this is his twisted pose. You see how his chest is twisted from his hips.
Yeah, that's kind
So
of.
you can do this, but you could put like his arm out. You know, with his holding his hand up.
Yeah, turn his head and point his palm out.
So it looks like he's not just standing there. You know
Yeah,
what I
that'd
mean?
be cool. Yeah, I would do that one.
I don't know.
Point
I don't
out
have a
his
problem with the
palm,
way he
turn
is
his
right
head.
now, actually, because this looks like the armor without him in it, right? It's just standing there on the.
Yeah, it looks
you know.
very static and
Yeah,
lifeless.
but I like that, so you can suck it.
Oh, well, you can suck it.
What was I?
All right, let me unbig you,
Yeah, I'm
because
just,
your ego's taking up too much of the stream.
my ego.
You're
Oh.
right. I,
Fakakta.
Jesus.
I love Iron Man. He's my favorite Marvel character since I was a kid. So like,
and then stop calling them blasters. Call them repulsors like they're supposed to be.
what?
Yeah, they're repulsive.
And stop calling them blasters. They're
I was
repulsors.
saying blasters for the lay folk, but yes, repulsors.
All right, guys. I'm actually done for tonight. Still
He's
got
had
some
enough
more
of us.
lights. But
Hey, Buck, I don't think you have enough goofies in your stream.
you don't think so?
You need at least one more goofy there. One end of the chaperone looks a little light of goofy.
Don't make. I can get more goofy.
I don't even want to know how many goofies you have.
There, more goofy.
There we go. Well, I know what they smell like at least.
But so that's what I did tonight.
That looks really good, dude.
Yeah, I like the lighting. It looks very realistic.
Thank you. I've still got. I'm going to put one light here, one here, and yeah, that's it. Just
The lighting under the open area there with the posts and beam, the posts holding it up, that looks really good. Is that like the bar?
no. This is the boiler.
Oh, I thought that's where you picked up the hot dogs and beer.
No.
Oh,
And
okay. Because
it's
I was thinking of the Staten Island ferry.
well, and it's really funny, or it's odd because this is the main deck where the boiler is located. This deck up here, where all the rooms are, is the boiler deck.
Oh, okay.
You know, learn a little bit as you go. This is actually my second stern wheeler. I'm liking this one a lot. The one from Oakry was better. I got a light leak right here. Not sure if I'm going to fix it or not. And this is actually wide open here.
Okay.
There's still a lot to go on here. There's going to be bars that run up here and then crossbars.
Like railings and stuff?
Yes. I'm really enjoying this thing.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. I like it.
Thank you.
I mean, the big wheel at the back should be pretty epic when it's done.
Oh, yeah. And let's see. Okay, that's just white. That is some light leak, but white paint. I'm really happy with the fact that all the wires that I've put in there that are actually going right up against the bracing inside there, they're not keeping it from sitting down fully.
Yeah.
So,
No,
yeah,
it's coming out really nice.
thank you. I'll put those 4 lights in there tomorrow, and then glue this thing on here. I got to remember, I've got some fence rails that go right here. I got to remember not to forget to put them in. There's a couple of little wooden hooks there. Where are they? No, they're not in it. There they are.
Hey, Buck, if you want this blue plastic tub back,
No.
you know,
No, you want to keep that for his air.
it's starting to smell up my basement. Like, I had to put this...
You sure that's not you?
No, I had to put all these parts in a Rubbermaid tote because they were starting to, like, scent the entire basement.
So there, if you can see it, is one of the fence pieces.
Oh, okay. It looks like a cattle fence.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. There's 2 pieces on either side, and this is what I'd like to call photo etch wood.
Yeah, that's pretty thin.
It is. It's less than a millimeter thick.
And it doesn't bend, it just snaps.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, like I said, guys, I am done for tonight. And
Thanks for coming, Buck.
oh yeah, I'll see you on Sunday.
Yeah.
We love you, bro.
Alrighty, see
Had a
ya.
blast, buddy. Thanks.
See ya.
Oh, Steve missed out on the beginning of the stream where I was eviscerating Buck on his treatment of his leftover prize. I only got one more set of windows to do on this entire saucer? Oh my god. That went fast. Thank you, everybody. Tell you one thing, the streams really make the mundane jobs go quicker.
So why'd you stop resining then?
Oh no, that's not happening. Like, no. I'll wait until I get the video card and your windows and your jig, and I'll try. I'll see how the windows fit in and look after sanding, like the ones you already have done. And if those look good enough, that's it. And if they don't, then I'll order that vacuum pot, and I'll do the resin, but I'll put them in the vacuum chamber to get all the bubbles out. Because I swear to God, picking those air bubbles out with a little plastic toothpick will make me want to kill myself even more than I feel like when I wake up in the morning. Because I'm not that good at building stuff, Todd. I mean, I make do, but I'm not a great modeler.
Is this where we tell you, oh, yes, you are?
No. I'm not fishing for fucking compliments. I suck. I don't know how people are like, oh, I love watching your videos. You're so good. I'm like, no, I'm not. I suck. I said, I'm trying to give you a realistic view of somebody without a lot of talent. That's the main lore of my channel. Is like, watch somebody with like mediocre skills try to build something extremely advanced like the Enterprise refit. and feel better about yourself by watching me flounder. I think that's why people watch me, is because I'm not that good.
Looking.
That too. No,
Didn't
I'm
you see
actually
him
pretty
in his,
handsome.
in his Bucky shirt.
Oh, I don't have a Bucky shirt. I have a Bucky's hat.
Yes, yes, you do. I have a picture. I put it on Discord. I saw it.
A Bucky's shirt?
Yeah. You
Oh,
didn't
I
see your
do
Buc-
have a Bucky's shirt somewhere.
Didn't you see the shirt? It's a picture of you wearing a Bucky shirt. I put it on Discord.
No. I forgot about that. When was that?
I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, my floor is a mess. But you know what? It's my floor.
And I'll mess it up. It's my party, and I'll mess it up if I want to.
Yeah, man. It's
Oh,
my
Lord.
body and I do what I want, man. Oh my god. Eric Cartman on Maury Povich was one of the best episodes of South Park ever. Sandy, Sandy, Sandy. The oblong windows are the only ones that are kind of a pain in the ass. Is Katrina telling you not to tell me your room number next year at Wonderfest?
I think it's kind of hard not to find it.
Yeah.
Kinda. He just leaves the door cracked. Just go to every floor and find the door that's held open with a stop.
Well, I think there's only one presidential suite,
There is.
so it's kind of
Well,
easy
I-
to find the only one.
I don't know what. Then what's Steve from?
It's a hospitality room. Hotels have a hospitality rooms.
Okay, so all the other, because I just assumed every room above and below you for the whole building were the same type of suites. You know, it makes sense for engineering of building design that every room in that row to the left of the elevator bank would be the same type of room. But that's just me, since I worked in property management for 10 years. You have common wet walls, you know? It's like
What?
wet walls, you know, where the plumbing goes.
No, I'm
They-
talking about something else.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think Steve got what I was talking about. Swear to God, we need to send some of the engineers from round 2 to go hang out at the Bandai and Tamiya factories for like a month. We would get better model kits after that. Or they would quit. So, Steve, do you watch Gundam Seed?
Do I watch who?
Gundam Seed,
No.
because that's where that mecha is from. Is from the Gundam Seed cartoon series.
I just like building them because they're easy and they're relaxing. And
Same here, but I'm actually a fan of more of a Universal Century fan of Gundam. So, like, you know, Mobile Suit Gundam, the original Gundam cartoon series. Gundam The Origins is available on Hulu. That's an excellent watch. But, like, you know, the OG RX-78-2 Gundam and the Zaku 2 and the Rictum and gun cannon, gun tank. I'm in a lot of the Facebook Gundam groups.
99 complete. One more.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more windows. And we'll have
the other reason I don't want to keep changing his poses is because of how the wiring goes through him, and you got to take screws out of it. Remember those screws that were in his crotch, and you have to put his legs in a certain position just to get to those screws?
Yeah.
To change his hips, you have to take those screws back out. That's what the screws that hold his hips together.
Oh, that's a pain in the ass.
So every time you want to change a pose, it's not just just unsnap the quick connects from the chest, which has a quick connect to the abdomen, which has a quick connect to the legs. Well, you got to replace the whole pelvis. That's what we're building.
Oh.
And you got to replace this pelvis, and that little screws, those 2 screws have to come out every time. And I don't feel like doing that. So
that is a pain in the ass.
I'm not gonna. You can't make me.
Nope, I'm not your mama. My can crusher's on its last leg.
Maybe you use it too much.
Yeah.
I only use it on Fridays.
Only every day ending in Y.
Literally only on Fridays.
You know, I still haven't booked my room for Wonderfest.
You should. The hotel's filling up because they're renovating the hotel, so some floors aren't inhabitable. And Wonderfest literally, I think, blocked off the entire hotel as their room block. And certain nights are already sold out. Steve, when are you going in? Thursday, you said?
Wednesday.
Okay. Because I'm going to drive in Thursday, and I'm trying to sign up for the tag team hobbies airbrush class with the sci-fi model for Friday. The one that I guess Phil and Wayne took last year or this year. I'm gonna try to sign up for that. I don't need to buy a discounted Iwata airbrush. I have plenty of airbrushes, but you thinking of doing the Friday class?
We don't know yet, or I don't know yet, or
I think it'll be fun. They're gonna have a really good guy giving the class. Hold on, let me tell you who it is. Hold on, get to my email. Rick here. Tag, here it is. Mike Salzo is going to lead the class. He is a very accomplished sci-fi modeler. Very accomplished. And they're hoping to do a new release from round 2 as the sci-fi model kit that will be like pre-built for you and primed for airbrushing. Yeah. So remember those little Star Wars fighter things that everybody built and put on that table in the model contest? Yeah. So basically, the model gets pre-built by professional, by whatever, professional, a skilled modeler, and primed. So you don't have to build it or prime it. It's already built and primed. And then the class is all about airbrushing the paint job on it. And if anybody could use some tutorials on airbrushing sci-fi models, it's me. I mean, I'm okay, but I'm not great. Happy to get some extra schooling. That would be a fun, since you're lucky enough to have a wife that's actually into modeling, like that'd be a fun class for the two of you.
Yeah, I can definitely use some.
I mean, I don't know what your skill level is with an airbrush.
I know you push that button and paint comes out.
Fair enough. So you're somehow miraculously slightly behind me. Yeah, that's why I build model armor kits mostly. They're very forgiving for lacking paint skills. Flat, clear, and weathering covers a lot of sins. Okay. Ooh, fur. Only 77 degrees outside. Chilly.
I wish. Hey, look, Eric's still awake.
Barely. Well, it's better than usual, Eric. You working on the waste unit there, Steve?
Yeah, I think I put this one piece in backwards. There we go.
That happens a lot. The Gundam parts are like... that's the one thing, is they're kind of easy to put in the wrong way sometimes, but like they don't feel right. You're like, something seems off here, and then you look at the instructions again and look at the part again, and you're like, it's backwards. It's upside down.
All right, now let's try this again. Oh, whoops.
So, Steve, did you see the little, have you ever seen those little magnet-triggered LED units?
Yes.
So a lot of people use those for Gundams, is they'll put those in, like, you know, the head or the chest or, you know, various areas. Might want to look into, like, getting a couple of those, and then you just, you know, once you have it in there, you just run the magnet past it. It turns on the eyes. And they're pretty cheap. Ooh, it's so quiet on the stream when I'm concentrating.
Same here. All right.
Like, the thing is, to anyone watching the stream, is working on a model during the HTM live stream. For some reason, it takes a lot of the monotony out of doing monotonous parts.
Oh,
just because I have the...
It's always nice to have a friend that shares your misery.
Exactly, because, like, you know, there's the back of the mind mental knowledge that your buddies are also on the stream, working on tedious things and not talking because they're concentrating. I don't know what the hell psychology is involved there. I'm not educated enough to understand the terminologies or the theories, but there is a benefit. And it makes... I can't believe I got this many windows done in this short amount of time. I got 1/3 as much progress done on my own on a build video because, like, I didn't have anybody else commenting on what's annoying them about what they're doing at the moment. I don't know. Shared misery is motivational. Maybe that's what I'm getting at? No. That was weird. Might be true, though.
Hey, Steve.
Yo.
Did you, you said you had all that stuff to work on. Did you make any progress on it?
No, that's why I'm so far behind.
Yeah.
Because it just,
I feel like I'm
it was just so hot in here. It was just unbearable. I'd start to sweat. Then I would get angry, thinking about, you know, the heating and air conditioning guy.
So is it fixed now, or is it just cooler outside?
Well, both, but yes, the air is fixed, and I must admit the new unit works, I think, better than the old one. It seems to cool down quicker. It's quieter.
Well, that's
But
good.
the guy has to come back to finish the last of it for the heating portion. So,
Luckily, you don't need that anytime soon.
yeah, but I'm not holding my breath on when he's going to be coming back.
Ah. So, Steve, if you're gonna, so you're working on the inner frame right now, which is a big feature of the master grades. Is they have a full inner frame, but for the outer armor parts, you might want to invest in a pair of these. These are God Hand brand single-bladed nippers. They don't leave stress marks on the plastic when you're cutting them off of the sprue. They make a very clean cut, but they're very delicate compared to the nippers you're holding in your hands, which I also have a pair of, you know, those type of standard, you know, flush cut nippers. And they're great for inner frame, and they're great for big cuts. But you want to learn to do a staged cut. So you would cut about 2 millimeters or so away from the part to get it off the sprue with the big boys. And then you take that last little bit off very slowly with the single-bladed nippers like these, because they're very delicate and brittle.
Oh, so are these. And when they wear out, I can get a new one.
Yeah, well, but you might want to look at also
The pleasures of buying Snap-on.
Dispae, DSPAIE or something like that, make a nice pair of single-bladed nippers that are cheaper than the God Hands. And also, if you go to USA Gundam store, they have a single-bladed nipper they sell that's even cheaper, and it's also quite good.
I doubt very much if I'm going to get that deep into the weeds with Gundam.
I was gonna say, a Snap-on kit. Do you really need to spend a whole bunch of money on some nippers?
Yeah, well, when you're cutting the plastic parts off for the outer armor, you don't want any stress marks. So, like on the white parts, you're not gonna notice, but on the red plastic and the blue plastic and the yellow plastic,
if it's a model that I'm just snapping together and it's not gonna be painted and anything,
well, if it's not going to be painted, it's even more important to not have stress marks where you snip the part off the tree.
Yeah, I think that's personal opinion.
It's pretty well regarded fact in the Gundam community.
Yeah, that's a community I want to visit, not live in.
Yeah, no, but it's worth the investment in one extra little pair of nippers. It'll make the results, especially on a straight snap build that you're not going to go and sand and paint and all that jazz. It just makes it look that much better. And then also there's the crew of you snip off a piece off the runner and leave a little bit of a nub on the part And then what you do is you take a glass nano file to sand off the remainder of the nub from the parts tree. And this is the equivalent of like 10,000 grit sandpaper. It actually polishes the plastic. You get one of these glass nano files. It really makes a difference.
If I was building one of those, I wouldn't do any of those things.
I do all those things whenever I build a Gundam because I want it to. Well, but I'm doing the bare minimum. It's literally just using the right nippers.
See, I would just snip them off with my Amazon specials.
No, God.
Oh yeah, my
God,
Zuron Amazon specials. I would just snip them off, and I would snap it together, and I would have a good old time, and evening would be complete.
Oh, thank the maker. We don't have any Gundam fans watching this channel.
Why do you got to be a Gundam fan? Why can't you just put a model together however you want?
It's not the same. It's a Gundam.
Okay. You're telling other people how to put models together.
No. This is how the Gundam people tell people to put models together. It's a Gundam thing.
Okay. Does it have to be?
Well, Bandai's plastic stress marks very easily. They're colored plastic.
Yeah.
So, having the right tools makes a big difference.
Do you care if your plastic has stress marks on it?
I think Steve has more tools than any of us combined.
Let Steve answer.
So I would
Steve
assume.
Answer. Steve.
Sorry.
Do you care if you have stress marks?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm putting it together for the fun of it, not for the. Yes,
Bingo.
sir,
I'm not saying. Sometimes you just want to put them all together and have fun. It doesn't. Who cares if you use the right nippers or yes, if you're making a custom Bandai and this is a Bandai World. No, sure, but who cares? Sometimes you just want
at the end of it, maybe who knows? Maybe I'll strap a firecracker to it and.
There you go. Blow it up.
I'm gonna get so much grief from my Gundam viewers if they watch
yeah, but
this
we don't
stream.
This to your channel, so
I know.
they can Gundam grief you all they want. It's not going to affect me at all.
Well, it's not a lot of extra work, really. Because if you were gonna,
I'm not gonna go buy them just because.
If you were gonna nip the part off the tree and then hit it with a sanding stick,
why would I sand
it's
it?
just to get rid of the last of the nub.
Nah, I would snip it off and snap it together. It's like to me, those are just snap tight kits. You remember snap tight?
They are snap tight kits.
Well, then I just cut it off. I'm surprised that I don't just twist it off the sprue.
Oh, you're triggering me.
Yeah, I know, and I don't care. I think it's
you
funny.
said that on purpose. You pulled that out on purpose, twisting the part off.
I would just twist the part off. Yeah,
oh my God.
Yep. That was fun. I'm glad I could trigger you.
God, it was like going in a time machine and watching 12-year-old Ian build a model kit. It was
twist off the sprue.
Oh,
maybe if you're lucky, use scissors.
It was traumatic.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay. All of my Sorcerer Rim laser cut windows are done. They're all in.
That was easy.
That wasn't too bad, actually.
I'm talking about just triggering you. That was easy.
Oh, well, that's very easy. Triggering me is pretty simple,
all
right?
Now, God
there we go. Ooh, look at that money shot.
All right, where's this at?
Having trouble finding a part?
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, if I was building a Gundam, I would use my nippers, but I'm not going to go out and buy special nippers.
Well, I use those nippers on multiple models because they just make a cleaner cut.
Yeah, how much are they?
The cheap ones I have are like $25, and the expensive ones are $60.
And you're saying they're better than mine?
Yes.
How do you know?
I promise you they're better.
Okay.
Well, my little nippers right here work just fine, and then when they get dull, I climb back on the Snap-on truck and say, "Give me a new one."
Oh, Snap-on. Oh, boy. Hey, Steve. By the way, you weren't here earlier, but I don't think I'm gonna need any enterprise parts from you.
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't have many more beyond that. I have maybe one kit, and it's all whatever stage they sent me. They didn't send me the right parts for it, and I was in negotiation with them to try and send me the right parts when they went belly up.
Yeah, I ended up. Eric had issues 1 through 20, so he's sending me those, and I'm sending him new computer. These windows came out really nice. Oh, a couple portholes here. 2 more. Missed these 2 near the rec deck. I don't know what I'm doing about the rec deck windows. Oh, the rec deck is a shit show. Ugh.
The sanding job you did look pretty good.
Yeah, the sanding job is okay. I mean, I lost the sensor bands entirely.
No, I mean on the oh, I was thinking of the arboretum down there, where you have the photo etch.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I put a lot of work into that photo etch and that arboretum. That thing was a nightmare. But the rec deck, luckily, will be facing away from where anybody's going to look at this model. Which is why I really don't give too much of a shit about the rec deck. Because it's going to be... it's not going to be spotlighted. You know, where people are going to see it looking head on.
Is this going to be a Wonderfest entry?
Oh, hell no. This thing is nowhere near Wonderfest or IPMS standards. Me and Donnie are going to build our Tidarium shuttles as a buddy build. And that would be our Wonderfest entry. So I just got my Tidarium shuttle engine inserts yesterday. And I just got to order up the lighting package. I think I'm going to cobble some things together from Evan's Designs. The rec deck for the Tidarium. And that'll be that.
Oh, you're right. You can just twist these right off.
Oh Lord! Yeah, for the internal parts, Steve, it doesn't matter that much. Just not for the armor on the outside.
Steve, I think you should twist off the parts for his space. Just twist them off. It'll be like a big zit on the side of his face, just like a big. All right, well, a blemish. So there is his twisty chest left, or his twisty pelvis left, and his twisty pelvic right. And that is the last 2 things to build on this entire kit.
And you're done, or?
That's it. I need to do the base. I'll put the rest of the base together. But these are replaceable hip sections. But again, see this screw hole? This is what you have to screw the legs into. And every one of them has one. So, even this. Is this one? No, that's the one.
This is the only windows I think I'm actually going to.
Alright, where? My base pieces. We have base 15.
These are the only windows I think I might use canopy glue. It's for the rec deck.
It's the same arm over again. Oh. What is this? An assembly check guide. How to tighten his joints. They should make this all. They should make this all as part of the normal build. This should have been advanced. I'll scan this whole article in.
Where's the other parts? Parts.
Maybe here somewhere. Over there.
All right, F the rec deck. Oh.
Well, you're just giving up a lot.
No. It's just the rec deck is so. It's fine. Actually, Phil is on his second prize as well, and he's not even putting in a rec deck because he says you can't even see the damn rec deck. What's the point? So he's not doing a rec deck at all, basically.
These parts are exactly the same. You suppose, like, early in the morning, you get the UK people to wake up and get their coffee and listen to us complain?
Their tea? Yeah.
The tea with coffee.
They might. A couple of them might watch. God, these windows on the BC deck are so crooked and horrible. Like, the only way to fix these windows would be to, like, completely fill the holes in and re-drill them from scratch. Like, look how crooked. Look at how crooked those are. Can you believe that?
That's in the mold?
Yeah, that's in the mold.
Bummer.
Yeah. This kit is complete shit on the BC deck. This kit is absolute hot trash.
Why did they never, like, redo it?
I don't know. I mean, this is from like 2010, I think, or 2007 or something. It's just such trash. But my officer's lounge window is in. That looks pretty good. Not perfect. Far from perfect, but perfect from far. Because down here it looks great. Honestly, if you're about a foot away from it, it's fantastic. It's optically clear. Whatever. Deal with it. Well, all the saucer rim windows are in. It's quite nice. Oh, a spaghetti mess. Still gotta deal with that. Oh. Now I'll be right back. Wash my hands.
After these messages, we'll be right back. That. That's not gonna stay there. Glue dots to the rescue. What is that sound? What was that, Steve?
That wasn't me.
What's she doing over there?
Who?
Is that Katrina?
No.
Oh. Oh my God, was that Ian?
I don't know. I was 20 feet away washing my hands in the slop sink.
Oh, it sticks too good.
All right. Well, upper half of the saucer has all its windows. Guess we'll baggy up our leftover windows. Saucer rim oblong. Oh, they gave you a lot. They gave me a ton of spares. Jesus, how many did you think I would lose? Must have given me a dozen spares. Ouch. Saucer rim. How many spares? Wow, ton of spares. This guy is really, he's not very confident in Modeler's ability to not shoot these things across the room. I thought I would have like none left. I've got like 20 spare circular windows for the saucer. I got almost enough for a whole nother saucer. Almost. But just not enough that I'd have to buy a second pack if I wanted to build another model.
Why were you making noises from across the room?
I think I yawned.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. My sleep habits aren't as bad as yours, Todd, but they're not good. So you'll mail that video card out tomorrow before you leave for Cali?
I will do my best, yes.
Okay. Then I'll get the Wi-Fi card in there and your video card, and that should be a pretty damn nice rig for Eric. Maybe I should throw a second solid-state drive in there for game storage. Another 256.
Entirely up to you, man.
Yeah, I don't know if this thing has enough ATA ports on it for that. I think it only has 4, and all 4 are taken up. But one of them's taken up by a DVD burner. What the hell is going on over there?
I'm pounding pins in.
That wasn't fun to listen to.
But I didn't.
Let's see. Lower saucer. There we go. Let's get some windows in here. Oh, I didn't paint this white yet, did I? Eh, doesn't matter. I'm gonna mask the windows anyway. Fantail. Secondary hull. Dorsal. BC decks. Saucer rim. Saucer bottom. There we go.
Hey, Steve, you think you're going to finish that tonight?
Who, me?
No
Oh,
chance. The quickest I've ever done a master grade was like, I think 8 or 10 hours.
What?
Snap build. 8 or 10 hours.
Snap together kit.
Yeah, snap together. They're very, very complex. The master grades. Todd, have you ever built a master grade Gundam?
Nope.
They're very intricate. You'd be lucky to get a master grade snap built in 8 to 10 hours.
Challenge accepted.
Okay. I mean, even the best Gundam builders, I'd say championship level, maybe 4 to 6 hours, maybe, but probably not. These might just... that went pretty well. Oh, son of a bitch. Forgot to sand the inside of that one. There's a little test bit. Oh, dropped one. Oh, god damn it. Okay, it's gone. Huh. Thank goodness for spares.
All right, I got the
still
body
launching
unit
Windows?
done.
What's done? Let's see.
I got the body
Oh.
unit, the upper body unit
Okay.
done.
Make yourself
Upper-
big, Steve. Let's see it.
What's that?
Make yourself big. Let's see.
How do
I
I,
got
do
it.
that?
I got it.
Well, let Steve figure it out so he can know how to do it. You gotta
Okay.
click on the little person icon on your.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yeah.
Hey, click on your little
Solo-
person
Oh,
icon.
solo layout.
Yep. And then you click it again to make it go down.
Yeah, like she said.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, upper torso. Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
And there's a little guy in there.
Yep.
There's what? There's a little guy in there.
Yeah. There's a little
Yeah.
dude inside. Little pilot.
Oh, look at that.
Look back in there. All right, that's enough for tonight. Midnight over here.
That's it. You're done?
Yeah, like I said, it's midnight over here, so.
Oh, it's midnight over here, too. I'm on the same
It's way
time
past
zone.
your bedtime.
Yeah, but he has working air conditioning, so it doesn't feel like midnight.
Oh, the camera's got pretty good clarity.
Which camera's that, Steve?
The HFG 50.
Is that the
Camcorder.
Panasonic?
What's that? Canon.
Canon. Okay.
I'll put that away till Sunday. Come in tomorrow, do some more soldering. Oh, he's got wings and everything, huh? He's got a little shield.
Oh yeah, that's a very intricate model. The L Strike's got a lot of bits. He's got the booster packs on the back.
Yeah, this would be perfect for Friday night.
He's got that's the Strike package. It's also a Strike Rouge, which is like a red tinted version of that model with some different accessories. That's a nice one too.
Oh yeah, it says right over here, master grade. How about that?
Yeah.
All I know is it's really inexpensive because AA Hobbies was having a discount.
Yeah, that's one of the nicer, more recent Gundam kits. The engineering is constantly improved on those things. I build the old school stuff, like the model kits that are like 20 years old, and they're still nice. They're just not as well engineered.
I guess I need to start working on my entry for Wonderfest.
What are you gonna do?
A Farnsworth.
A Farnsworth?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
That is a communication device from Warehouse 13.
Oh, okay.
I got the first part of it somewhere. You need a fishing tie, fishing glide tie metal case. I got that. All right, guys, I am out of here.
Adios,
You guys have
Steve.
fun. What's that?
Have a good night. I said adios. Have a good night.
Yep, and if we're here Sunday, I'll probably be popping back on.
I'll be in California, but me and Francisco were going to get on the stream from his place. So.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I'll
it's like the old days with 3 hands, 1 model.
That's right. No
Yeah,
idea what we're building or what, but
not sure if I'll be on Sunday. Sundays are very pragmatic for me.
pragmatic,
I
problematic.
don't think that's the right word.
Pragmatic. No, it's
Pragmatic.
pragmatic.
Okay.
I never know how Sunday's going to treat me.
And you know what? Boom! That's it. I'm done.
With the Iron Man?
That's the last of the base. This was just the arm, the upright that goes on the big base. You know, it's got a spring-loaded clamp thing. You know,
There you go.
hold his body.
What do you want to call it?
Yeah. No, this is perfect. The Iron Man's done. He's up there hanging out, doing his thing, watching down and staring down on me, waiting to fall over. So he's gonna find a place on my display case, and then I might replace the stand that's on this one with this one. But that's it. So yeah. Oh hey, there's Masa. Hey Masa. Real quick
Hey,
before
Masa.
we bolt out of here.
Oh, we're just about to leave, Masa.
Yeah. It's
Thanks
been
for
3
stopping
hours.
by.
You guys closing up shop too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna retire for the evening as well.
Yeah, I gotta go get some food. I'm starving. So.
I'm kind of hungry too.
I'd love to have
All right.
some food. All right, bye.
All right, thanks everybody. Wave, say goodbye.
Thank you,
Subscribe,
everybody.
like if you want, you know. And
Like,
we'll see you on
subscribe.
we'll see you on Sunday.